Dude, I want you to be as smart as I am.
Motherfucker, give me a...
Dude, I want you to be as smart as I am.
Motherfucker, give me a...
Dude, I want you to be as smart as I am.
Motherfucker, give me a...
Dude, I want you to be as smart as I am.
Motherfucker, give me a specific...
Dude, I want you to be as smart as I am.
Motherfucker...
Come on out, you rapist!
Dude, I want you to be as smart as I am.
I want to say I told you so.
As a Korean who lives within, I don't know, shouting distance of Atlanta, if you want hair, you should go buy it now before the price goes up. I'm just saying. This message will reach the right people, I'm sure.
This video is going to be short, sweet, to the point. What day is today? Today is the 26th of March. I said probably weeks ago, I'm really bad at deciphering time, but I said so long ago that these tariffs are going to affect the Black community, the Black woman community so soon, especially when it comes to our beautification and specifically our hair. I will include that video at the end of this video. But one, I think that he is correct. And two, I forgot two, you better start following your favorite journalists, especially your favorite independent journalists. Hey, I'm one of them. There's a bunch of us also out there. And we are basically predicting what's coming down the line. So the people that were following me before saw that video and said, you know what? Let me stock up on some hair. Let me stock up on my hair grease, my scalp grease. Let me stock up on the foundation. Let me stock up. When I first made that video, yes, the video that I stitched was from a woman that was in Canada. But guess what? Canada, what happens to our neighbors affects us even more so because mind you, I'm not in the United States, but because the United States is the one initiating these tariffs, the U.S. is going to be the one hit with the brunt of it first. Not just first, but hit with the brunt of it, period. I make a lot of other predictions in that video, so go check it out. Let me know what you think. Watch this video, then we'll talk. Just want to say I told you so.
As a Korean who lives within, I don't know.
Well, 12th man, can you hear me?
Yeah, got you loud and clear, Stanley.
Good. You know what? We just had a fast-moving thunderstorm move through this bitch.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been getting some snow over here.
Oh, really? Well, here's the deal. If I do lose power, it's a little bit better now. I'll hop on my phone. But sorry for the delay. I had no clue it was going to be this violent. But, It is Georgia. It is kind of tornado alley. But it's calming down now. But, it was surprising. It's like, holy shit.
Y'all been getting some nasty-ass weather the last week or so.
Yeah, it hasn't been that bad. But this one, I knew there was going to be a thunderstorm moving through. But, there were lights flickering and all that stuff. Just in time to start up a new show.
Right.
It's like, damn.
Do you have a generator in case the power goes out?
No.
Where you're at, Stanley?
Nah, to be honest, I'm not that worried about it. No, we don't have a generator, but it'll be all right. So anyway, that video, I showed it a little bit earlier. Something I hadn't thought about. If you're buying your hair, apparently some of it comes from China, and if you are a hair user, she's saying stock up on it, your beauty supplies, all that stuff that's supply chain, China. You best be
China.
getting your hair. You best be stocking up before them tariffs hit. So
Why is all
But
that stuff made in China? Ridiculous.
I don't know. I don't think it's made. I don't know how it works. I do hear that people grow their hair long, women, and they cut it off and package it up. So she could be right. Now the funny part is she does not. That's her natural hair. So and
I know. I've been by the Maybelline factory in Wyoming.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess why it's in Wyoming? Because a lot of that makeup is made with animal fat and other
Oh yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Well, thank goodness I don't necessarily use it, but it's good to know. She's given us a good warning. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop the panel link in the chat. Hold on one sec here.
Gotta wonder, like, how much is all our soap and shit like that made over there too? I've never, like, I like Dial, Stanley. Like, I
I
hope
don't
my
know.
Dial isn't coming from China. Good grief.
I've never had to use it, so I guess we will find out. But I don't know. You shouldn't be using it anyway. So, folks, this is an early edition. I'm not particularly sleepy. I was having a good time at the end of the last show. So this is an impromptu, like, hey, let's see what's going to happen version of Stanley versus the world. So welcome aboard. The storm is clearing. Hit the link if you want to come up. This is literally nothing designed, no agenda, just couldn't sleep, and I was having a good time with the folks. So here we are. If you got something you want to watch on YouTube, fine. If you want to just kibitz, that's fine too. Kind of chill now.
I can always come up with suggestions. That don't mean you need to play them, though.
Well, I was hoping Virgo, Dave, all the folks, Richard. Hey, put something in the back. We will watch it as long as it doesn't have a whole lot of music. We'll be back to close to monetized, and I am not going to be the one to tell Portia, oh shit, I fucked up. So
yeah,
give me something. Just don't give me something with music that's gonna don't make Portia mad at me.
No, I don't want to get her mad at me either.
Because she surprised me today. She actually reminded me of my father. It's like, I didn't even know you were listening. And I'm like, oh shit, where'd you come from? You heard that? So I'm gonna drop Virgo's link, her voting link. So I'm gonna do that right quick.
You can vote free once a day. Don't forget, like every day you can do a free vote.
Nobody spend money just yet. I will figure out a game plan. Like I said, we took her from 44 to 3, so we can definitely do
it. Y'all took me there when when we were voting for Sam, and you know, it gets rough towards the end. I can already tell you, man. Like, we already been down this path, but Virgo has my 100% support for sure. Yeah, gotta support our peeps, or what else we
do. Mainly because we just need her to go to the Food Network so we can wreak havoc.
Yeah, sounds like fun. Oh, and when I tuned in earlier, I was rather enjoying that video of that black lady in the where was she at? Down in the Caribbean somewhere.
Oh,
Something
Tiffany
like
Silver?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jamaica.
Yeah, Jamaica. Yeah, it's pretty down there.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been to the Caribbean. I've never been to Jamaica. I've been to St. John, Puerto Rico, and Guantanamo, the Grand Tour.
Yeah. I dream of the tropics, but here I sit in an Arctic land.
Well, it's not going anywhere soon, so don't worry about it too much.
Might still have time to visit again one day. Well, I've never been to the Caribbean, but I've been to all over Florida. That was pretty nice, but way too damn many people. You probably figured out by now, Stanley, I'm not a big fan of big crowds anymore. Don't want to be around all kind of motherfuckers, shit like that. You know?
Just a roller skater Texas girl alerted us to a crash in the Hudson River. Apparently, a tourist helicopter crashed.
Yeah, I was reading about that earlier.
So
happened a few hours ago, I think, Stanley. Are there any updates?
I don't know. This is the original. Let's see. There we go.
Quite a big helicopter, from what I understand.
Tourist helicopter. So this is what we'll do. We'll go and I'll just play this video.
We begin tonight with the breaking news, the tragedy here in New York City, a helicopter plunging into the Hudson River, killing all 6 people on board, the pilot and a family of 5 on a tour flight, visiting from Spain, a mother and father and their 3 children. Lord. Again, no one survived this. The chilling scene in the waters of the Hudson. The crash happened in the part of the river between Lower Manhattan and Jersey City in New Jersey. Video showing the helicopter spinning and flipping upside down. You can see it's just a few there. The bulk of the helicopter, the rotor blade, appears to come apart from the rest of the aircraft before the crash into the river. Witnesses could see the chopper breaking apart as it was going down, the rotor spinning as it falls, splashing into the water following the fuselage as it came down. My goodness. The helicopter then floating to the surface upside down, divers racing into the water to search for the pilot and passengers. And again, there were no survivors. Tonight, the investigation here, how could this happen? The rotor blade coming apart. How old was that helicopter? And we have now learned that the chopper was in the sky over Manhattan for about 15 minutes before it came crashing down. Here's our chief investigative correspondent, Aaron Jersey. Off tonight, he's on the scene.
Tonight, 6 people killed after a helicopter with a family of tourists on board broke apart and plummeted into the Hudson River off New York City. It happened just after 3:15 this afternoon.
Be advised, you do have an aircraft down Holland Tunnel. Please keep your eyes open for anybody in the water.
The tourist chopper going down on the Hudson between Lower Manhattan and Jersey City. This video showing the chopper splashing down, the rotor blades still spinning in the air before it lands in the water. Fire rescue boats and the Coast Guard for the spot where it went down. The chopper fuselage upside down. The rough, choppy water just 49 degrees. Law enforcement officials tell ABC News the helicopter was carrying a family, 2 adults and 3 children, tourists from Spain, in addition to 1 pilot.
I saw the helicopter coming down in that 45 angle, and it went straight into the water. It was a big splash.
Witnesses watching in horror.
It sounded like a sonic boom on my right. So I look up and literally I just see a helicopter splitting in two with the rotor flying off in the sky. It was going straight into the water and like nothing came up afterwards. It must have just sunk.
And I heard a loud snap or like a kind of sound barrier breaking sound. And I could see a helicopter falling on its side and splashing the water right next to that red barge over there. And then the rotor on the top fell off as well and then hit the water.
If your rotor system disintegrates, goes away, stops, blows up, or loses a blade, your whole ability to fly is 100% compromised at that point, and you're simply going to go down. It's very sad that we have a helicopter crash that resulted from a disintegration of the lift system. That's what this begins to sound like, and it's very rare.
FAA records show the helicopter is 21 years old. Flight radar 24 showing the chopper was in the air over Manhattan for about 15 minutes before it broke apart. It was the helicopter's 6th flight of the day.
So let's bring in Aaron Katersky. He's on the scene for us tonight. And Aaron, you reported on the family of 5 on board. These were tourists visiting the U.S. on a flight over the city. The pilot. Do authorities think they had any chance here as rescuers dove into the water late today trying to save them?
And those divers told us, David, they did everything they could. But eyewitnesses said the helicopter came down very fast. The Hudson River is frigid. Rescue boats sped toward the wreckage site, but by the time they got there, they saw the helicopter had come down upside down, David.
Just a horrible toll there today. And you also reported that that tour helicopter was actually flying over Manhattan, over New York City for about 15 minutes before this crash. Obviously, the crash in itself is awful, but authorities also know this could have happened right over the city.
Yeah, David, these helicopter tourist flights are quite common. This particular Bell 206 was on its 6th run of the day. A similar tourist helicopter actually crashed into the Hudson River in 2018. And ever since, there's been a debate about how many of these flights there are over such a busy corridor in the city, David.
Our chief investigative correspondent, Aaron Katersky, on the scene of this deadly chopper crash tonight. Aaron, thank you.
Danny Horbiak, who was an eyewitness, she saw this crash from her apartment window. She's joining us now on the phone. Danny, exactly where are you located?
Hi there. So I'm in Newport in Jersey City. I am basically directly inland of the large structure that's over the Holland Tunnel. So I have a great view right now of everything going on, and it's been wild.
And what did you see out your window?
So I heard it first. I heard what sounded like a series of, it almost sounded like a gunshot to me. I haven't heard something that loud before. It was a series of maybe 5 or 6 big bangs, which directed me to look out of my window, and I saw basically what looked like the helicopter falling apart.
And so you heard those noises. That's what caused you to go to your window?
Yeah. I work from home full time, and my desk faces the city. So I was watching the helicopter. As soon as I looked outside, it's all I could see over the river.
And how quickly did this happen?
It was seconds. I work in the film industry, so when I see something crazy like this, my first response is to take out my phone. But by the time it was done, I didn't even have my hands on it. So it was seconds.
And how often do you see helicopters out of your window on a normal basis?
Oh, I'm seeing them all day long. I guess they normally fly up and down the river. So, if I'm looking outside at any time, I can see, even within an hour, I'm seeing multiple helicopters.
And as you saw this helicopter go into the water, how quickly did you see first responders come over to start to help?
The first boat that I saw come by actually looked like one of the ferries that goes back and forth across the river. So I saw what looked like several ferries coming by, and then I started to see ships that had the flashing lights on them. So it was within minutes, and I actually did call 911 when I watched, but I assumed that they had already been on the line with somebody else. By the time they called me back, there were already all kinds of cops on the scene. I could see there were cops across the river too, and there were cops here in Jersey. So the response time was almost immediate.
Looking out of your window right now, what are you seeing going on in the waters there?
For a while, I was seeing what looked like a very small dinghy with a few people in black, and I assume that was maybe the search effort. I don't see that dinghy anymore, but I do see an ambulance that is on the stretch of pier that leads up to that structure that's right next to them. I see a bunch of ships are still over there, some large, some small, and there are a ton of cop cars still parked on my street. So it looks like the efforts are still ongoing.
Danny, thank you so much for calling in and for sharing with us what you were able to see out of your window today. We appreciate it. Our breaking.
So I guess they're still trying to rescue the bodies, Stanley, it sounded like.
Yeah, I guess recover. Yeah, rescue. Rescue. They're recovering. Recovering bodies, not rescuing them.
Well, rescuing the deceased.
Right.
We're not going to let them float away, right?
No, I hope not.
Back in the day, they might used to do that shit, but not anymore.
All right, well, somber news.
Yeah. Makes me not ever want to go on a helicopter. I've been on a lot of airplanes. I guess that's the same damn thing, just different.
Yeah, well, not sure what to say other than we feel sorry, but
I hope that tourist guy had good insurance, because I'm sure those people's families are going to be suing the pants off of somebody.
well, the family apparently tourists from Spain, so
yeah. Mm. Well.
All right, well, folks, hit the link. It is not pinned. I'll drop the link one more time into the chat. So head on up if you want to kibitz. I don't know if you can hear the thunder in the background, but it is still.
I heard that, Stanley. As a matter of fact,
tad stormy, but it'll be all right. It's the worst part is blown over, it seems. So, hey, John.
What up?
What up, John?
What's going on, 12? Just tearing up some rice, some cereal real fast and a little snack, but I'm gonna mute so you guys don't hear me chewing.
What kind of cereal? Rice Krispies, right?
First time in years, corn pops.
Oh, really? Interesting.
A little sweet tooth.
Excuse me, I haven't had those in like excuse me, probably 45 years.
Yeah, they don't taste.
I had corn flakes and honey earlier.
Oh, that's good stuff. I like doing that, putting honey in there instead of
I
sugar.
don't use that white sugar shit. I gotta have me some honey or something like that. Put on my cornflake.
I like putting it on Cheerios. You get real honey nut Cheerios. On regular Cheerios, put some good honey.
Yeah. That's real right there. That's the way you do
I'll be honest, I kid you not. I probably haven't had cereal since high school.
I don't eat it.
Don't know why. Just just haven't.
It's usually like a late night snack for me, if anything.
Well, a lot of times I'll make oatmeal and I put milk and honey and butter the shit out of that, like rolled oats oatmeal, and throw some raisins in there too. And that's a pretty good breakfast.
My breakfast usually coffee.
Just coffee, that's it.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Waking up early, it's so weird. Sometimes it takes me, if I wake up like early, like 6, 7 o'clock, or even, doing a late show, I don't get hungry till about 10 or 11.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the oatmeal's almost done, like you can throw an egg or two on top of it, and it'll poach itself on top of the oatmeal, and that shit is bomb. How about?
I've been really big on fried eggs on a burger. That's my.
Yeah, I can't do that. No eggs on my burger, please.
Yeah. They call it Texas style over here for some reason. I don't know if it's a big thing in Texas.
I didn't have that when I lived in Texas. I guess a lot changes over the years.
Pretty good. I just like when the yolk, the yolk gets all over the place. You use it as a little dip.
Yeah, let's see here.
Don't get Stanley going about food. He'll play all kind of food videos, and just makes you hungrier and hungrier.
Yeah.
You gotta eat.
Wow, I'm eating now. Watching
Well, it's kind of funny. It kind of, watching like cooking videos makes me want to cook. then
all right. So we'll try it out. Let me see how it tastes. Let me cook it up.
Let's see here.
Could watch some barbecue videos. I don't know, Stanley. What you got up your sleeve?
I don't really have anything up my sleeve. I got probably by now about 10 pop the balloon videos.
Yeah.
Which people have traumatized me. It's like, well, Stanley, I still hear this. Stanley, all you do is pop the balloon. So therefore, I do my best not to even. But I'll get back to it. But I do have to admit, it does get a little formulaic. So let's see. Just give me a second.
Any other videos of that lady in Jamaica?
Oh, I got to. Well,
She's
as a matter of fact, I do.
I wouldn't pop her balloon, would you, Stanley?
No, but we old men, it needs to be a right fit, and she is way younger. You gotta kind of, we old men, especially like my wife was like awesome, and part of my problem is I would just wind up comparing everyone to her.
And it has been a while since we've done, exploring on a remote island. So we are very excited to show you guys. We did some pretty cool stuff today, and we wanted to show you guys the view from here. So sit back, stay tuned, and enjoy.
Damn, she's gorgeous.
Guys, we just made it. Guys, this is not bad.
Can you turn the audio up just a tad, Stanley? Appreciate it.
Okay.
What happened?
You freeze out?
For a second anyway, maybe Stanley's trying to figure out how to do something.
Oh no. I was saying, it's so funny. She is just a big girl, but it's muscle.
That's old world.
It's
That's
what?
we call them old world. They got that, they're thick women.
Oh yeah, I mean, and look at her tummy is flat. That woman is just active. She is.
Catch today, and I'm pretty
She's just fucking gorgeous. So anyway,
excited. It's been a while since I've done that.
the problem is you don't want to see 60-year-old men acting like teenagers and talking about all this stuff. It's well, I'm just admiring though. She is a gorgeous woman. That's her boyfriend or husband. I don't know, but they're together.
Yeah, he helps her a lot. And play a few
This is what
videos.
we're doing.
You got a kid too, right? You already have a kid.
I have no clue.
That last video, there was
Oh no, I think that was
Came
her
over here to
friend's child.
explore.
As far as I know, she doesn't.
But yeah, guys, we're gonna get started soon. Raj is just relaxing right now. Place nice though.
She's like mid-20s. She looks wrong.
I'm thinking she's closer to 30. She's been doing this a while, but I don't know. I'd have to look it up to find out. But I don't think she's 35. Let's just say she's under 35.
she's old enough to know her business.
Well, she's old enough to have she's close. She's at 488,000 subscriptions.
The adventure
So
has started. Right now we're looking for whelks.
hey, tropes. I'm not in her league.
I'm not either. She's nice to look at on YouTube, though.
She seems like such a pleasant person, though. And her man seems like a good guy. So, I like seeing young people doing what they do. They seem happy. They get to go out. Of course they will.
Had to. Couldn't let them get none. Wow. Oh, just one away in so. That's one? Yeah.
Hell, I've seen them they will
Okay, we found it.
there's an episode where when the tide goes out, these crabs will burrow into the sand. And you remember us talking about what is it? When you're putting your hand in at the edge of the creek pulling out catfish. I forget what it's called.
I can't remember. Yeah, that's crazy though.
Well, that's pretty much what they were doing with these crabs. And the crabs have the claws, so they're going down there. And these crabs were fucking big. These weren't like your little blue crabs. Oh no, these crabs were big. If I can find that episode, I'll show it.
Well, you remember that one we watched too, Stanley, where she was snorkeling down through there and caught a bunch of lobsters and took them back to camp, and they had a great big old lobster feast they made up.
Lobster Alfredo.
I love seeing that. When you're down there now, she's got flippers on, and her legs are in shape. She's just,
Oh yeah.
yeah. She's just, she's just a big girl, but she's muscular.
You don't want her to get you in a chokehold with her legs. You'll be dead.
Don't make me get all. Don't. You'd be surprised at what I actually want her to do.
Exactly. That might be the end goal right there.
With those legs.
Oh, they're full of meat, you know. You see what I'm... Oh, whoa, what? What? You got it, come on. Come on. Where you? What am I?
Oh shit.
The hell is that?
Right?
You ain't gonna eat that, alright.
You can eat it.
I don't know.
The hell really?
I would. Hell no. It's supposed to be a delicacy, but they're poisonous. Alright. Careful.
It feels so ticklish. Guys. It's walking. It's not going on, mommy.
Gotta walk on the first.
I wouldn't want to step on it.
You feel be on fire for hours.
Yeah, I found you. Whoa, watch it.
I don't know if I can.
Like in a long man. Got him. You wanna say? No, come on, Pete. Finally. Yo. Okay. A whole heap, you know? Yeah. And then. Alright guys, see that? Big bag of whelks. I can't wait. Okay, so now this is complete. Today is a good day.
At dinner? She got dinner in her.
Let's see. I'm interested to see what Dave or somebody would think. She's female, but she's not girly. She's walking in that water. She's helping out. I am just okay with that.
She's still feminine.
Yeah.
Yeah. She manages to be outdoors. Like she can fish. She can probably hunt.
You see a figure right there. She's in good shape. She got them legs on.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like the black woman in my dreams, Stanley. Right
Mine too. And we might have to fight.
Remember in that one video, she can even split wood with a machete.
Yep.
Remember when she was doing that?
Oh, darn it.
better technique down though. It's like the same, you know, just exploring a little bit, then you go to the fishing, then you go cooking.
Literally started her own guide service.
You know, this
Like,
actually
people have to do
reminds
that.
me of I managed to find this is so many years ago. This reminds me of being on St. John. No one on that beach, and I'm just out there in the bay. And I gotten a little far out, and I'm like, oh shit, you know, this tide's going out. I need to be heading back to shore because you know I wind up, you know, like way the fuck out. But the water was it was so clear like this. It was just awesome. Is it driftwood? Hey, Virgo.
Hey.
Cornography? Really?
So a good on the table.
What is she
Maybe Virgo
fishing right
can
now? What is
explain
that?
to us what some of that shit is.
Looks like it's just a piece of driftwood.
Yeah, it's a sunken driftwood. I got that tight grain in there, all the bubbles out. Pay good money for that.
She must have lungs the size of a cannon to be able to stay down there all that time. Shit.
All right, now we're gonna get started with cooking. Raj over there. Raj setting up him table. Raj setting up the table. Let's check it out.
Setting up him table.
You like my table?
Right over there. Right near the beach. Ooh-wee.
Over there, so.
On yonder back there, mate.
Oh, more than that, you know.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they about to make some fish?
You already
Oh, they got a bunch of whelks.
What?
Oh, okay.
And
roasted fish on the beaches. Man, if you ever
I
have a
don't know if they
chance.
got fish. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
Grilled
if you
fish,
ever get a
you know,
chance
roasted
to go
fish.
to the
Somebody
Caribbean,
spread it this on and put the bed funny.
get a chance to go to the Caribbean, man, oh man. Ain't nothing like locals cooking you some good food and on the beach, roasted fish, you know, some jerk chicken, or you know, wherever in the Caribbean you go.
Wallace.
I had shark in Puerto Rico. Shark is actually very good.
Yeah, I never really been into seafood.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So Raj
Oh,
just
you'd
set up
love shark.
everything
I like
perfectly
lobster, crustaceans.
If you
for us,
let
so
me
we
tell
can
you
just
something, if you've ever caught a shark,
whole a vibe afterwards.
I wouldn't even bother with it. I've had shark, but after I
Catch
caught
with the
a
breeze.
couple, nah, they're like billy goats of the sea.
Mm.
Number one, if you catch
I did
one,
it.
you got to dress it out then and there because they once they're dead, they secrete, you know, urine and whatever through their skin.
Mm-hmm.
So you literally have to dress them out you peel the skin off like a catfish.
Yeah,
The
it's
last
fresh
time I
caught.
caught one, there was a guy at the pier. I was on a pier, and he liked shark, and I wasn't about, it's like 90 some degrees out. They stink. Um, they fight. They fight to the death. If you hook one, they're gonna fight. If you land it, nah, they're not. You don't release a shark, at least a little small one. Nah, they fight to the death, and you know,
That
I
would
was
be
like,
funny, tropes. That's a good discussion right there.
well, there was an old guy who liked shark. I just said, hey, you want this? I wasn't. Uh, if you've ever smelled one in the summer, especially if you're dressing it out, you won't want to eat it. And I'm sure the meat's good, all that stuff.
Strong.
Well, that's where all the limes
Well,
and the
no,
lemon.
you know what? I give it to someone who likes to dress them out at the pier.
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
shark. I had shark meat from a deli she was uh, in Wyoming, Northwest Wyoming. Came from a nice deli. Had fresh shark. We bought some, took it to the woods, and cooked it. It was all right.
Oh,
No
it's good
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, in Puerto Rico, they put it like on a shish kebab. They make it like in a shish kebab, and it's called pincho de tiburon. So it's really really good. I love it.
I like it. I love it. I want some more of it.
I want all the things.
All the things.
Oh.
All the things.
And you know how much I love goat. I wish they would make some curry goat because Jamaica is famous for making curry goat.
Don't they do a Jamaican jerk burger or something like that? Or
Oh
is
yeah,
it
they make
only
the
is the
jerk
only for
chicken.
chicken?
It's
Jerk
jerk chicken, jerk pork. They're
no
famous for
goat.
that too.
Goat's good meat, man. I haven't had
No,
it too much,
you
but
don't
it's
really jerk pork. I mean, you don't really jerk goat. You curry it or you stew it. Um, my island is famous for stewing it or like frying it up. We
Yeah.
call it pasto.
frying.
I've used
Mhm.
jerk seasoning on a pork shoulder, and then put it in a smoker. It's actually pretty good.
That sounds pretty good. Yeah.
But it's
Did you
like
make your
so
own
you
jerk
your
seasoning, Stanley?
well, I do. It was dry. You do a wet seasoning. Not sure that
Uh-huh.
will work on pork, but no. I do a dry. Look it up on YouTube.
The wet
So
seasoning is
essentially, it's
so
just a
much
dry.
better.
Well, I don't doubt it. But it's basically just a dry marinade. Let it sit in the refrigerator for a couple days, and it was killer.
Try the wet one. Try the wet one. It's
Yeah,
really
I
good.
will. But I will be expanding. You have given me a direction to expand in. So
And you can this is what I like about making your own because my in-laws they don't like really spicy.
mhm.
So what I do is I take my Scotch bonnet peppers and I put it in the food processor by itself and then like make a little mason jar of that. And then I will make the jerk wet seasoning and then I'll adjust the spice to what they like. And on my pieces, I put a little bit more Scotch bonnet. So yeah,
The Scotch
when
bonnet.
you
What is that?
it's a pepper.
Oh, okay. wasn't sure if it was like a utensil or something.
It's like a habanero. It looks like a habanero.
Scotch bonnet.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like some kind of hard liquor helmet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, gives it the heat. Gives it fire.
Damn. I was working in dust today, man. Just coughing all that shit up.
Oof. What are you working at the railroads and shit?
That's how they do
We're in
it.
a basement, and it's just like it's sweeping out an area, and then it had no
Big one there.
circulation, and it was just like putting in like
Hold on, pan them bridge, and I say, think of me alone, I'm going to have to come to.
dust.
Yeah, what are you catching now? I forgot to bring back some.
So much.
Charlie, the big one. Now.
Guys ever eat snails?
I can't wait to see how they cook those damn things up. They don't know or what?
That's how I've seen it. Like they just throw them in. Oh, they're boiling. Okay. Making sure I don't get no
No,
parents.
not so big. All right, one pot of Wilkes. How full of cold, man?
What's the pepper this one?
In dead.
And then?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna make me some conch this weekend.
Where do you get the conch from?
The Spanish store.
Is it fresh or how fresh? How do I mean? Is it fresh caught?
It comes in a box.
All
It
that
comes
meat.
frozen because it's
Oh,
from
wow.
Belize. I don't like any other conch
Yeah.
but the one from
So, man,
Belize
take off the do the part. See the fish them.
or Chilean. The Chilean one is good too.
No,
I
man,
don't
take
like
off
the
the
Florida
part.
conch
Here you have it. Meat
or the
at all, you know?
Bahamas one. It's just that flavor that I'm looking for. And man, when I tell you, even when you cook it, just the sauce on the rice is good enough. You don't even have to have any of the meat.
And yeah, the day is going good so far. Time is about 3 o'clock, but it's getting late. But we made good time because we came here early. We did everything we needed to do. And now we're going to end the day with some good food. So yeah, good vibes. Hey, them eyebrow, you can't tame, you know. Can't tame. Soon do them. It's in the pot right now. Pot is boiling. So we're gonna boil the sweet potato. Faraj. Didn't buy any plant, Faraj. And look in. Boil faster. So on today's menu, we're going to have curry, whelks, and shrimp with sweet potatoes. Yum. I'm just gonna do the basic natural seasoning. We have the scallion. Done. Nala, this is the best table ever. Get table and chair. Wow. Thanks, Raj. Tell you, I can't go no without you. You always find a way, them. Only you can think of this. All right. I like me a starve. Hungry. For the seasoning? All the time. Time smell good, yeah. And we have garlic. Just the key natural ingredient that we always use. Love garlic. think that's finished. I can test it with this.
Some good provision.
Done? Finished? Okay. We have the Scotch bonnet pepper.
There it is.
She packed all them veggies in.
Just gonna crush it.
She had them stashed.
Yeah, all on the table, coming on the table mash up. So we have some all-purpose here, some fish seasoning, not a lot. Go.
That's some allspice berries. Yep.
The curry powder, and then we're gonna add some coconut oil just to mix, just to keep everything together. Just gonna add a couple of the ingredients to it, not all of it, and then we're just gonna mix everything.
Got them clams or whatever in there too.
Best
Get
oil
that skillet
ever.
from.
Yeah, it tastes really good. Woo! Woo! Popcorn! Try to get all of them out. Gonna save the whelks for last.
Yeah.
Guys, these smell so good. Sheesh. Shadow in there.
She should have put in the curry first. You have to cook the curry before you.
I wanna add too much water. Moment of truth.
Because you don't want to have diarrhea.
Ready? Okay. Nice.
You got to cook the curry in some oil. Oh, maybe she cooked the curry in the other pot. Okay.
The huge man.
Curry shrimp and provision. That looks good.
No man, but not even share my food yet, and the boy just run gone. Watch it. No sir.
Probably pretty good.
Beautiful.
Doesn't look the most appetizing, but I mean, I'd try it.
You don't have me just like that. So guys, Raj pulling belly and gone. I go sleep now. Yeah, I'm like over here.
You see, now I want to cook for breakfast some liver and onions, some yams, and green banana.
Collard greens?
No, green banana. It's the
I thought you
bananas
said
that.
green.
No, I said green banana. It's kind of like
green banana.
Yeah, they're small and they're kind of
All right,
like
guys. So the boat is here.
plantain.
So yeah, that's the end of the video. But I really hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
We love you too, Tiff.
Oh, Stanley loves you, Tiff.
Oh my God! You know
She's
what?
a
I'm
dog.
sorry. I am susceptible.
Stanley wants a bride. He wants to be a passport, bro.
Nah, not really.
Stanley
But
is going to go to Jamaica.
if she wandered in, nah, I'm not going to Jamaica. But if she wandered into my small town,
You
plus,
definitely try to scoop
come
her
on.
up.
See, this is the wonderful thing about being old. I know that'll never happen, but god damn it, I can watch her video.
Nothing wrong with that at all, Stanley.
Yeah,
I am human. Now this is we don't have to do this for a while, but I have to watch a little bit of this Stormy Crow. Listen to this motherfucker.
Come on, Triple Z, man. Oof. Oof. Okay, let me get reach out. Maybe stop in the reading. Physical features: slanted eyes that point upward, a flat nose bridge, a short neck, small ears, hands, and feet, a single crease in the palm of the hand, palmar
I swear to
crease,
God, these guys are just
low muscle
fucking.
tone, hypotonia, intellectual delays, mild to moderate intellectual disabilities, delayed
What the
development,
fuck are they doing?
may
You know what
develop
this
reach
you know what this is
developmental
about?
milestones later than other children.
Making fun of
There's a girl with Down syndrome that got really famous because I guess she's attractive. She works out all the time. And what ended up happening is girls started using Down syndrome apps, the filter face, because they wanted to get the attention that she got. And then all of a sudden it became into this, are men attracted to Down syndrome women? And it's like, it's one of those black holes in the internet. You go down and it's like, what the hell is going on?
Okay, and
That's weird.
so well, I haven't watched it. I'm just watching this now, but man.
Yeah, I heard about this like 2 weeks ago.
Okay, well, you're not getting my point. Why the fuck are they doing this? Look at the title.
I got questions. Down the new thought wave. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like all the women started trying to look like they had Down syndrome. And it's
Okay, so all the men are supposed to be figuring out why the women are so awful?
No, they're trying. It's just people trying to figure out like how did this become a trend and like how to. I don't know what this guy's view is, but like that's my question. Like how?
No, I know him. I'll just leave it at that.
All I have to say is, why the fuck would you want to engage sexually with a Down syndrome person, knowing that
Well,
your kid
I don't think that's their point. These guys
become Down syndrome.
are really. I'm gonna be honest. These guys are just fucking. They go beyond red pill. They're just fucking totally anti-women. I think if you drop the perfect woman on these guys, they'd still find fault. I really
there'd be nothing to complain about. So they probably wouldn't like the perfect woman because they need something to talk about, something to blame.
Well, they're malformed. Somehow or another, emotionally, they're just malformed. But I gotta watch a little
all of this started to come about. When did this kind of, I guess, I don't know, maybe all of this, I guess.
Oh, I got a
Downy thirst kind of kicked off. And so it led me to ask this one particular question. Now, this is the kind of the first question that I'm going to be asking, right? Let me just show you guys, matter of fact. Who was the first down baddie?
Wow.
I repeat.
What?
Who was the first down baddie?
There is no down. There is no down baddie. Like a hot
And I'm
Down
asking,
syndrome
I'm
girl.
curious about this. And I think I have, I guess, would be the actual locus, the genesis, if you will, of how this actually came about and what was the first, I guess, the first bullet, the first shot from the AK-47 that actually let this down. So let me show you the first thing I found. And some people actually brought this up to me on the Discord as well, but I also looked and saw this as well. So let me show you. Hold on a second.
Oh, here he goes. This is fucking ridiculous.
Let's go.
Vengan, vengan, que voy a hacer coquito vegano y un poquito de azúcar.
Okay. The female that you are looking at on this particular screen, her name is, and I want to make sure I got it correct because I was looking her up. Her name,
Of course, he was looking her up.
Sophia Giral. Now, what is so important about Sophia Giral? Well, the interesting thing about Miss Sophia Giral, and I'm going to show this to you right here, right now, is Sophia Giral is considered the first model with Down syndrome to appear. I want you to hear this very succinctly. The first model with Down syndrome to appear in a Victoria's Secret campaign. She first made history in 2022 when she was featured in the Love Cloud Connection. Giral, a Puerto Rican model, has been an advocate for disability rights and body positivity. Her appearance in the Victoria's Secret campaign was a significant milestone for representation in the fashion industry. What's going on, Kamasi? Yeah. So this is who this particular female is. So let's go.
Que voy a hacer coquito vegano y un poquito de azúcar. Los ingredientes: canela, clavo, nuez, vainilla, ron, jarabe, leche de almendra, leche de coco y crema de coco. Y ahora vamos a mezclar todos los ingredientes. Todo con esta cuchara.
I promise I need to fuck with these motherfuckers in their chat for a little bit just because I just need to look at this. Cooking with Slovia. God damn, these guys are just fucking disgusting. And I guess I'm aiding and abetting, aren't I?
That blue's real. Oh shit. I wish I would have read that earlier.
My bad. Sorry about that. It's just strange hearing fluent Spanish coming out of this person's mouth so easily. If you didn't see this face and you just closed your eyes, you would think this would be a Puerto Rican baddie. What's going on, Reed Jones? You would think this was a bad Puerto Rican man. This bitch got to be bad as shit. That motherfucker got to have golden ass skin. She got big titties, a fat ass. Listen to the way she's rolling them R's, nibba, them R's, nibba, them R's, nibba, 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 nibba. I'm ready. I'm ready. On some old Tevin Campbell shit when you hear the voice. And then you see the face and it's like,
Blow.
Y luego podemos ver coquito vegano.
sadly, my Spanish isn't as good as it used to be.
Aquí está, los coquitos preparados y los voy a poner en la nevera para que se fríen. Y aquí abajo está la receta para que la hagan en su casa.
Shaking those bottles.
So now I want everybody to look at this. Now I want you to read this. This dude, Jay Ashlickling, no, stop. Said if she's down, I'm down. And I look at this. Guy that wanted trad wife. I'm not saying you're going to hell, but you're going to hell. Father, the big booty Latinas can stay. Listen, look at this. Look at this. 2,000 bookmarks? Hold on, wait. Wow. Now, I didn't bookmark this. Wait. JB said, I don't trust it. This one will legit bite you. Dang, it's off. Not with any malice either. She just thinks it's a warm pot.
Listen to this motherfucker. What the fuck is he doing? Is it that funny?
Why would you say something like that? Come on, man. Damn.
More of that drama shit, Stanley.
Come on, man. A warm popsicle whip.
This is fucking ridiculous. I gotta figure out.
This ain't the sticks and all, man. Oh, come on, man. That's just be damn ridiculous. So now let's look at that. Let's look at the images. Hold on. Let me show you the images. Oh, this. So here we go. Now, when you look at the images, you can see. Here we go. So now, if you went out on a date with, this was your girlfriend, and you telling your homies, yeah, man, I got with a Victoria's Secret model, dog. Yeah, you know them bad bitches that was in that angels thing, the angel baddie thing back in 2022, dog. Yeah, them bitches, yeah, man, look, I got me one of them. And then you show the picture of who it is, and then they see this.
Yeah, this is a bit much.
It's like it's almost.
Are they?
Well, I was just curious to see these guys are really just. What happened to them? What happened to them in their childhood?
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to I definitely wouldn't want a kid like that, but I'm not gonna go online and make fun of them either. It is what it is.
No, the thing that confuses me is that how could a grown ass man, these aren't like college kids, these are grown ass motherfuckers. Just
Yeah.
why would, oh wow. Uh and I left, I'm gonna deal with these motherfuckers because truism and clue like to come hanging around. I'm gonna they're gonna be mine. I must.
Oh,
Oh, you know what? They'll probably, you know,
Stanley
I'm
versus
I'm
Clues
just
and
I
Me.
no,
So
I just
truest.
need to focus. These people are not, these will be the first motherfuckers that will go, well, you know, you know, uh women are this, women are that. Motherfucker, the reason y'all can't get pussy is because the women sense this shit.
Yeah.
You know, women know. And men know. You just know there are just some people that are just yucky. And so anyway, I'm not gonna belabor the point. I'm not gonna ruin the mood, but goddamn, dude, and they'll be in the chat tomorrow. And I will uh I will fuck with them just for the fun of it, just to see if I can just don't be evil was Google's thing for a while. These motherfuckers just don't be evil.
Yeah.
That poor. These are grown ass black men. At least one of them I know of is married. Those someone needs to help me out with this. Why aren't you with your families? Why aren't you with your kids instead of fucking getting on there and doing this stuff?
Well, I guess Stanley, the same reason why I'm not with my husband and neglecting him.
Oh, your present
Oh,
husband?
yeah.
Don't stay your ass
Oh,
on here. Fucking go get him.
yeah.
Better yet, tell him to hop on the panel. He can kibitz.
He's tired. He's sleeping.
Oh, I know. Well,
And
you look. The man is tired. He's probably happy that you're doing something.
I'm a
Well, I'm gonna.
stay-at-home wife right now. Ooh, I love that.
You know what?
I
Don't don't
cooked, I
don't be
cleaned,
don't be reminding me of someone I used to be married to.
I cooked, I cleaned today.
That's probably why
I
he's
made
tired. What
I
y'all
also
do
made well,
afterwards?
I make him lunch
The man
even
is tired
when
for a
I'm
reason,
cooking.
right, Virgo? He's like, ooh, child, I gotta get some rest, Virgo. You might
Oh yes.
Virgo, you might have to get a job. You're wearing me out.
No, he's tired. He's tired for a reason. That's right. Because I'm a nasty girl.
Hey, you know what? And he is a lucky man.
He is, and he knows it. He knows it. He better know it.
Ooh, gotta see this one. And I promise I will stop looking at this woman.
No, Stanley, I love her content,
Yeah,
to be honest
let
with
me
you. I
see.
really do.
Real pretty. The atmosphere is nice. The journey.
Yeah,
The
but we
journey is
gotta stop
far. The journey is
woman
far.
gazing.
Yeah. I have a little bit of walk, but never nothing bad. But if we go
You're
walk it up
allowed to.
now, nothing more than right now. Gonna be a challenge, but I think it's going to be a good day. Yeah. I think so too. Looking forward to it.
Don't
Alright.
gaze too much. I think she's
Okay.
married.
Oh, I don't
And then we have
care.
his friend Raheem over there. We're
It's
swim.
just gazing.
Watching gun underwater. Alright. Cool.
I don't know that Tiffany is. I kind of hope she is, though.
I think she's either married or
Well,
with
no,
somebody.
Tiffany and Raj. I think they're definitely a couple.
Oh, okay.
Look, I just like seeing young people have fun. Hey, this is what young people should be doing in their spare time. Fucking getting out, doing something. I don't know. Are they talking about dating though, Sin? They're not really talking about dating as much as just like
Sexing with a Down syndrome girl, having sex. Would you like?
well, I don't think that they weren't exactly talking that. They were just like I don't know what they were doing. Like, why is this content?
Why is that the topic for the night? You know what I mean? Like, what is going on?
Well, it doesn't surprise. I'm gonna be honest with you. It doesn't surprise me that Truism is doing stuff like that. He's kind of strikes me as kind of like if he had a lot of money, he was back. Oh no, back in the Barnum and Bailey days, he would probably have a traveling circus. It's the people that are in his chat that are kind of following him up on that kind of surprised me. And I won't name names, but surely,
Who the fuck is Sin?
she's fine. She's cool.
Oh, she's
Though she likes to abuse me every now and again. But no, she's cool.
Okay, if you say so.
She's
Tell
one
her
of
to
us.
tread.
She
Tell her to
is
tread
one of
lightly.
us. What? She messed with you? Oh, wait, hold it. I don't think she's talking about you. Is she?
Oh, she better not.
I'm always side eyeing these married folks talking about dating on panels hours a day. I don't know. I assume she was talking
I
about.
hope that wasn't about me. I hope
I
that wasn't
no.
because Sin.
I wait, hold
Oh,
it. Don't go looking for stuff that's not there. I thought she was
no.
talking
I'm just
about.
saying. I just hope it wasn't about me. And if it was,
I
then
don't.
say my
Are you
name.
talking? I've never heard you talk about dating.
Well, I come up and when you pop the balloon and I comment and stuff like
Oh,
that.
screw that. That's.
I
You're
think
fine.
he's talking about like getting up here.
I think she was talking about truism. Who cares? She'll figure it out. It's not that big a deal.
No, say what I never question. Eh? It's cool. Ah, what a life. Never expect this to be this cold. You know, a long time when I come down here, it's so cold.
Now, is that her sister?
I don't know.
Ready?
Yeah, not dope.
Could be. They look alike.
Oh, God. You see, I have a high ice bar. Jesus. Oh, God. Jesus. Immediately, yes. Feel better. Yeah, it does. That immediate, yes. Like, it feels really good. Good? It feels good. It feels so fresh, but boy, like
Yeah, they do resemble each other.
I said, more on my own. Hey, you look like wait name there. Spider-Man. True? Yeah.
That's what you were saying you haven't seen in a long time?
Yeah. People don't really wear them things like that. I really seen ya. From high school days, I don't really seen ya. All right, you gone. You reach far, man. Yeah. Water clear.
What is he learning to swim?
Pure. It's pure. Eh? It's not that cold. It's not that cold. Okay, well, you're enjoying yourself.
Well, I'm putting this in a for you guys.
Right, you want to put on him. Crocs, can no Crocs. Let's make sure everybody's secure. Right over here, so I put Giselle in that training.
No, man, I want you to.
I'm so saying, I'm put off me. Right, that training, no.
I see this kangaroo on it.
What?
Oh, you blocked my water while ago. What is big? You tell me say your foot smaller than Tiffany?
Yeah, we're 8. We're 9.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, no, we're man 8.
Yeah, I'll put this in your mouth.
I mean, I snorkel first, I don't think it fit alright? Feel good?
You hold your breath so the water don't go through the thing. If I go dive down, I
practice
regular same way.
Practice and say look.
This is pull up? Yeah, when you come back up, you have to blow it out.
Supposed to be dead. You're never dead. Who's dead?
You know, I did on some professional, you know? Actually, first thing you should do wrong. Blow it out.
Blow it? Yeah.
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 It's normal. It's
No,
good.
man, I don't see you do nothing yet. You have to jump on the break. Come. Just swim on the surface.
Oh.
Yeah, just move around and breathe through.
Yeah, like regular snorkel.
So we breathe through this?
Yeah,
breathe through it.
You lie down the rosary.
Yeah, go.
Watch that, she jump off again. Huh? You do the wrong thing, you submerge it.
Yeah, dead man.
Alright, so I get ready. Giselle just go through one look lesson a while ago.
What a lesson.
I this student is a pump. Some regular man.
Oh, God. Alright, so I get ready now.
Getting late.
Student and the son both man do some funny. Oh wow. You want to see when the sun out? Yeah, that's a shop here.
Yeah.
Well, don't do that. You taste it?
Go.
Wash out the egg.
Wash out the egg?
Yeah.
Oh, wait for that.
That's what they do. Wash out the egg. Don't worry. Alright. Well, I'm going to show them all this.
Show them what?
The crayfish. That's a good size. Yeah. Yeah? Yeah, you have walk for the side, come on. Yeah. I saw them? Yeah, one day they don't sit down watch him. Watch him and get captured. Still try and get shot. You know, get it good.
Let's look for my hand.
Alright. Just push off hard and come over.
I lose the street either.
Alright.
Just look which way you
Let's look underwater and suck.
Ready now? Well, that was. Yeah. Yeah, man. All right, well, if you go stream up.
Eh? You sure you want to do that? You want to do it?
Yeah. Hold on, where you put those two?
It's through the two.
Oh.
You want to come?
You want to come over here? Let's go here for hold on. All right.
Giselle coming?
I don't know what these things start coming to Jamaica rivers do.
Somebody put them
When I
there.
was a boy, I've never used to see these things. So you've got two hands together, huh?
Look from behind now.
Bend down and hold your breath and come out there.
Come on. Shut it long, man. Don't frighten me like that.
Look how long your hand there.
Oh, no, but I look there. Oh, okay.
Now you're trying to stoop down and look over here.
What do y'all think of this? I kind of just enjoy watching them swim around in the water.
I'm waiting for the food cooking.
Yeah,
I'm
look at this
interested in
though.
what they're gonna
Now
make.
this is an interesting comment, and I want to stop here. I want to go ahead and shit. I'm in a shitting on people mood. They're both
Uh-oh.
kind of fat. Really? I don't think Zhang actually knows what a fit woman who happens to be big. You know, I know Tiffany's not fat. She is just I don't think
She is
she
in no
can
way
be
fat.
I don't think she can be skinny, but did you notice, and I hate to be all sexist and bullshit, look at her tummy. The woman is in the water swimming and diving and hiking all the time.
Yeah,
Some
she's fit.
people, I've got a cousin who's about 6'2", and my son is kind of like that too. That body type, but my cousin is like 6'2", and this motherfucker, he is just a big guy. And it does not matter. The only way he's going to get skinny is if he is in the hospital, like terminally
Or
ill.
anorexic.
He's just big. The dude was was a pilot. Well, NFO. So you don't do that. Like, it was kind of like me. I'm kind of medium build. Some people are just big. The woman is curvy. You don't see a belly. You don't see a neck. You don't fucking see a double chin. And her sister, or maybe whoever this woman is, yeah. But they're active. Some people are just big.
Okay.
But Zhang is a white boy. He doesn't know. He's used to that twiggy look.
Yeah.
If you can't see her,
he likes the
if you
flat
can't,
he likes the flat asses.
if you can't see her veins, then they're fat.
Yeah, he likes the flat ass.
Scared of that full-figured woman.
Come on, Nate. Don't give me that kind of shit. You know what? I'm just in that mood. After dealing with dude Vanta Black, I'm just shocked that these people call themselves adults. Fucking, I'll get over it. It's just a mood. The beer isn't helping. So, if I had any sense, these women are fat. I'm trying to process this.
And then they wonder why women go and do. Here's the thing, Stanley. They wonder why women go and do surgery.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, because they're always being little bitches and talking about women, how they look. Who cares? You know, you look at somebody's heart. I don't give a fuck what you look like. Well, I kind of do, but you know what I mean. You know, I look at your heart, and you should look at somebody's heart. Who cares if you're 10 pounds overweight, 20 pounds? Now, if you're like 600 pounds, that's a different story. That's a completely different story.
Got to move it to get in there. It's a problem.
Yeah. But, who cares?
Even women that are a little bit out of shape, like they're still attractive. You know what I mean? As long as they got a nice figure to them, like physically, I'm saying, like physically, it's just I don't understand the guys who like they want this little petite thing. Like that's attractive too, but like you don't see anything else that's attractive, just that one body type.
Well, you know what my thought is, and I'm 100% I'm correct. The guys that don't like the girls with the big butts, the natural big butts, not the BBLs, because I get that. The natural big butts, I think their shit is too little.
I think
so. They're
guys
subconscious.
are intimidated by that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're intimidated. They're subconscious.
Yeah, I mean, she's got a great figure, dude. Like I don't understand. She's
gorgeous.
She's got she don't got no belly, but
well, are we talking Tiffany or her little sister or whatever?
Even the friend,
both of them. I don't even think they're that thick. I mean, they're fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fit. Now, I think the sister is a little less attractive. However, there is nothing fat about her.
I think the sister's pretty.
Right. She has thicker thighs and thicker booties. So what?
Yeah.
What?
Tiffany's thick, dude. She's got she's thick on top and bottom. But I think they're both.
Yeah, but you know what?
She's not sloppy by any means.
Oh, not by any means. Now, here's the deal: if she ever stops being active, there could be a problem. But you know what?
Yeah, but
no, that woman. Look, even the little sister. I'm looking at that top. That's not flab.
No,
that is some tight flesh.
And you know how much work it does to like deep sea dive or dive.
No. If you're down there and because I mean Tiffany will actually go down there. She'll put on flippers and when you do that diving, it is a heavy leg workout. It's better than running.
Yeah, because you have so much pressure.
Well, not only that, but that when you paddle with the flippers, you're doing it from the waist. Okay, you shouldn't be. People will flex their knees and stuff. It should all be pretty much hip action. That's why her legs are like that. It's like sprinting. Yeah, if you've seen sprinters, like female sprinters, they have big butts.
Yeah.
That's because they're using those muscles.
Because I've scuba dived before, and it was like a huge workout. I was like, holy moly.
You know what I was thinking though, Stanley? When it's funny you just said that. When she first popped up, when we first started watching these videos, I'm like, oh, she got those softball legs. Like them softball girls, they're thick like that. They throw that ball. But they're not
especially volleyball girls too, right?
Yes, volleyball girls too, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, some of them volleyball girls are stick figures too. volleyball is just it's the plethora of great bodies on women. I'm
Oh,
sure
I
for men,
love I
women.
love volleyball. I wish I can get into volleyball again.
I remember the
Oh,
Olympics a few years ago. It was at 2012. Colombia, I think it was, had a girl that was on her team. She was so pretty, they were worried about like her becoming a distraction. And she was absolutely fucking gorgeous. But she was a great volleyball player too at the same time.
mm.
But she was like a friggin' knockout, dude. Perfect body. Like it was like unreal watching this girl play. It's like, man, you can't stop looking at her. You know what I mean? But it's like it's not like all the other ones are ugly. It's just like no, this one is just phenomenal. Like it's again, it's I noticed that a lot of guys pretend like they don't like certain type of women, but I think it is just an intimidation thing.
Yeah, I think it is.
John, I think it's way the fuck worse than that. And maybe it's just me. These motherfuckers, first off, and I'm gonna be very blunt. People like the truisms of the world, a big black girl, and I don't know how to be more eloquent about it. They just think if it's not a skinny white girl, that European ideal, um, and I motherfucker, all of them are just like if she doesn't look skinny, if she's in any way thick, and I mean just the people in this, uh, oh shit, just the people on the John Galt channel. I'll fuck with them, and I dare a motherfucker to come and challenge me on this. They don't like being black. They don't like black women. And you know what? You get someone like a Tiffany Silver, and they basically will call her fat because they don't know how to evaluate women. I'm serious. These motherfuckers have no clue what a real woman is.
You know who else was really like? She's a thick woman. She was beautiful. You ever seen that redhead from Mad Men?
Yeah, except
She's
she's
beautiful.
not black and not exactly what I'm talking about.
No. I'm just saying, like women thick in general. Like a lot of people were talking about her back then because it's like you don't see women built like that anymore that are thick, but like
Well,
it's not bad.
she didn't look fat. She was kind of tall, if I recall.
Yeah, pretty tall. Yeah, but she was thick. She had a full woman's figure. Like that's
Yeah.
how women were supposed to look. Like the skinny minis, those look like little
You
girls.
know, there is no particular way a woman is supposed to look. I guess there are ideals, but and this is an old man. I'm not the oldest motherfucker here, but dude, a lot of these men, like truism. We're looking at men like basically. I don't even know what they were doing. Why are they doing that? This black manosphere, these motherfuckers, I don't know whether their mothers didn't teach them. I don't know whether it's like their fathers didn't teach them how to be men and how to treat women, but I'm just fucking disgusted. Why would you get online? You can't find anything better to do than to show videos of a woman, you know, a woman with Down syndrome decided to go to the gym, and yeah, she's not like, she seems okay, but why the fuck are you doing videos on this? Why can't you find better content? And I guess I'm a little bit pissed off because Truism and Clue especially, these motherfuckers know better.
I thought you guys just got off the wrong foot. I thought True was a kind of positive guy, but then like
No, Truism is an asshole.
I know that now. Like when I first
I knew it. You know what? I knew it like the first time he came up on the panel. This fake look, I'm not gonna even, go into his every fault, but dude, this motherfucker is really maladjusted. And I don't know what's in his background, but and you can listen to him. Like, it's better not to laugh or just chuckle than to fucking do all these theatrics. I don't know why he thinks it's manly to cackle. I actually made that joke. I think it was it on T's panel or something. I just motherfucker, it's not manly to cackle. Don't don't fake the laugh. And unfortunately, for some reason, I'm not able to make my point like in the way I want to make it, but that someone fucking thought these two women were fat, that's just like, dude, where did you grow up? So anyway, I know I'm belaboring the point.
Poor part of
I am an old man wondering what the fuck happened to these young men. No fucking clue. You know, maybe don't get on a video game and actually leave the house and go meet some women for real. You know, when these women are walking, they're not jiggling. Oh my lord. How do you see that? How finding these things? You know, when I was a kid, well, not so much a kid, you know, you do this gigging for flounder and stuff. You know, when they're like burrowed into the sand, you can actually see them at night if you shine light. Just gig the flounder like that.
I like crabbing like that with the flashlight.
I've never done it for crabbing. Does it really puncture the shell? Well, I guess it does.
No, I go out there with a net. And I just like I got the
okay.
Yeah, I got the traps all set up, and then I go out in the water.
Are you from the South?
No, I'm from Jersey.
Oh, okay.
And we got a lot of good crabbing up here.
Well, my father and I, actually the whole family, used to go over to Hilton Head, and you know, you throw a crab trap. You know, one of those. You've seen those yarn, like those woven yarn trap things, and you tie like chicken necks or chicken livers or something, and the crabs just pile on that, and leave them down there for a while. Then you pull it up every now and again. You'll have some crabs in there. We used to, you know, Hilton Head was my, you know, as a kid.
Yeah, we got the blue claws. They get big, man. Right around August, September.
Yeah. Do y'all ever get soft shells up there, like in the spring?
We do, but nobody really eats. Nobody goes for them.
Oh man, are you kidding me? They don't eat them.
Ooh, soft shell crabs are the shit, man.
It's. I guess it's like a geographic. Like nobody really goes for soft shell. I think
Well, you know, down in Virginia, it's mostly Virginia and Maryland that I used to run in. Like in Georgia, I know they must have them, but oh man, I used to go to the seafood store and get soft shelled. And you know, you flour them up a little bit. I used to just saute them in butter at home, and you know, make a sandwich. Oh man, those things are so good.
Yeah,
I've never tried.
Oh, it's now you had it's crunchy, but the shells are soft. You have to make sure you chew They kind of have the consistency of a fingernail, but the younger you get them, you don't want to. There's a soft shell crab season, and you want to get there like at the very beginning. But oh no, those damn things are so good, and you only get
with
them.
a nice slice of heirloom tomato.
Tomato, yeah,
Oh
mayonnaise.
my God.
That sounds good.
Or
Mayonnaise
you make like a
lettuce,
what is it, a remoulade or something?
remoulade.
No, you gotta have them. New Jersey. If y'all are up in New Jersey now, I don't. They're blue crab. You get blue crab up there,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, get them. If you ever find like, if there's a soft shell blue crab season up there,
So I'm about to
just
look.
get a couple and try it.
I think it's in season now.
That's what I was about to look up right now.
Uh, what is it? April? I don't know. Probably mid-season right now. But if just get a couple and try it,
September. That's what they said. Made it
or
September.
do it at better than that. Go to a restaurant. Have it done professionally.
Yeah.
And then you'll figure out how to do them at home. Now it is kind of an acquired taste. It's not going to be like a salami sandwich. There's going to be a crunch.
They
But
got a lot of famous seafood restaurants around here, like bars.
mhm.
So I'm sure that they'll
Well,
probably have it on the menu.
oh yeah, just look it up. Just Google it or something. You got to try it at least once. And dude, when I was a kid, I didn't even like crabs that much. But soft shelled, and you can do them right at home. It's nothing special about them, but maybe the first time, if you're not that, because you're not that inclined to seafood anyway.
Yeah, no.
So now that might be a challenge if you don't like seafood that much, but
I like crab. I like lobster. I like crustaceans. So like, if it's in the family, it's probably
yeah. Got to try it at least once. If you can find like somewhere that serves a like a soft shell crab sandwich or something like that,
look for
at
this.
least try it.
Hell yeah.
Fuck,
Ready to
Virgo,
go.
I have not had a soft shell crab sandwich in probably 30 years. And now, God damn it, that's why I don't like. It's like I should be writing all this down. I have like a food bucket list now.
Oh, ain't nothing like a grouper sandwich either.
I've never had grouper.
Oh my God, Stanley, you don't know what you're missing.
Oh, I have an idea. The thing is I've gotten to a point like I don't buy frozen fish. The only thing I get from the grocery store, the catfish fillets, like the farm catfish. I don't. I don't even do it from there's one place in Savannah, and I don't even know that it's still there. It's a place down on Wilmington Island Seafood, and the boats would be pulling up, selling directly to the store because I knew the people kind of who owned it. I knew that seafood was fresh, but like your
Yeah.
normal, like you go to a grocery store, the only place I will do it would be somewhere like Wegmans or one of those upper end stores, and even
But
then, I'm
even
gonna
if
special order it. I'm not gonna take it off the ice. Like, get me
yeah,
one of these. Yeah, special order it,
even yeah,
overnight it.
even if like I'll buy my swahi frozen,
Mhm.
but grouper, let me tell you, it is a completely different taste when it's fresh.
Hey, I will find one. Probably the only place to get it like at your level would be in Florida, though. They don't really live north of Florida unless you go deep sea. Now you can go deep sea and find them, but you know, you'll get a good size, like a decent, like catchable size. Where you go out in a boat, like in a bay, or actually you have to catch those in deep water. I'm kind of jealous
Ain't
now.
nothing like a grouper sandwich.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm not coming to Florida just for a damn grouper sandwich, though.
Well, if you
If
do ever come to Florida, try one.
oh, I'm gonna be there. Hell, I got a cousin who lives near you, out
Oh
on
yeah,
one of
what
those
about?
islands. You know what? I know his boat is in his backyard. He's one of those rich motherfuckers. He was, you know what? It's so funny. Um, I didn't even think about him when you were going through the hurricane. I forgot he lived down there. This is the dude who's the retired NFO. He and I literally like he went to AOCS in Pensacola. He happened to have been living in Pensacola. He's the one who got me into like interested in the Navy. So
Oh, so he lives in Pensacola?
his mother still does, my aunt. But no,
Uh-huh.
he's somewhere near you. He's in the Tampa area, but he's on one
Anna
of those
Maria Island?
islands. It might be, but I mean, this motherfucker
Yeah, because
is
I'm very close to
he
Anna Maria Island.
he is not poor. I'll put it that way.
Okay, so I'm very close to Anna Maria Island.
Well, he has been saying, I'm gonna be in your area at some point. It could even be as soon as June, and this is gonna happen. Because I'm not really into
Oh,
deep sea fishing.
you and
I like
and Mr.
inshore, but
Virgo would have to meet.
oh no no no
I'm
no! It
telling
would
you.
shit. Y'all might have to come out on the boat. I would. I will just. I won't even tell him, motherfucker. I got a couple extra passengers.
Oh yes, because my dad
But
lives in
no.
Palm Bay, so I love when
Mhm.
I go on his boat.
Well, the dude has his own boat. I'm kind of impressed. We were like little boys, at our granddaddy's house, grandparents' house. And
Uh-huh.
no, he's literally a defense contractor. He retired from the Navy and fucking
Uh-huh.
and fucking started a business. And I I haven't talked to him in a while, but let me put it to you this way. He sent me a picture, like his boat, like the dock. The boat was kind of there, and I guess it kind of came up a little bit. And then he sent me pictures. He had like 2 feet of water in his house. So I'm like, well, damn. You know, how is it? You know what this motherfucker said? It'll be okay. I'll let the insurance worry about it. I'm like, oh, you blase motherfucker. I was impressed though. He wasn't particularly worried about it. I'm sorry. I'm fawning over. Everyone in my family's rich except for me.
Oh Lord.
I am, I am, I am the one who, I'm the odd man out, but it'll be okay. What's up, Wolf? Hit the link, Wolf. I
Oh
haven't talked to
yeah.
you in a while. I'm sorry.
Wolf. I spoke to Wolf yesterday.
Was it yesterday? Oh, there's
Yeah, it
Tom.
was yesterday.
Good.
It's the let me tell you about twins. What's up, Tom?
And twins.
Tom, I
Oh, hey
don't know if
Tom.
you have. It's I asked everyone to just do it for free, and then we figure out a strategy tomorrow. But hit the link. Just dropped it. Let's liven up. But John, I'm so glad to talk to you. I haven't talked to you in a while.
Mm-hmm.
I you know I just hope you understand where I'm coming from. I think it is a crisis of actual manhood in the black community. It's not. motherfuckers, y'all go and be men. You don't need other men to help you be a man, other than like relatives or best friends or just friends. Um, I find 50-year-old men fucking like, I don't know, just don't be afraid to be yourself.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
and if you are like me and a little odd, just a little weird, fuck them.
Yeah, I
Once you
tell
get
people,
used,
I don't date a lot because I'm just a quiet, stay to myself person. It's not the women's fault.
right?
I mean, it's that's who I am. That's how I am.
Yeah, well, the other thing is don't be afraid to go after a motherfucker. Cause it can be fun.
Yeah.
Oh shit. It's Jewel. Yes. Hey Jewel. What have
Jersey.
I done wrong? Oh, it's
Hey, hi
Shanard.
everyone.
Hey Jewel, how you doing?
What's up?
Good, thank you. Hey, John.
Hi,
Hey,
Jewel.
Virgo.
Yo, peace.
What's up?
Mr. Shanard.
What up, Stanley? Yo, I'm
Well,
glad you took
Jewel,
my.
wait, hold on before you ramble on off into wherever it is you're gonna go. We never get to hear Miss Jewel, so she's the star of the show right now. So, how you been?
Dude, I'm not the star of the show, but thank you. I've been doing
You
good.
are my star of the show. I never get to talk to you.
Well, thank you. I'll try to call. You know, I'm usually sleeping when you're on, but
Yeah,
if
yeah.
I'm ever up,
No,
you know, I try.
normal people should be.
Yeah, yeah.
But no,
So I
it's good
just
to
like
hear
want to
from
be
you.
here and chill with everyone and talk.
Oh,
So
that
the
is so
reason I
nice.
can be, I always say, you know, my dude's sleeping, but he's off tonight and he's awake, and so he's loud in the background too. So,
Well, you made a comment earlier.
mhm.
I think you actually reminded me of people like Virgo, women like Virgo. I say people, but um, you know, a real woman knows how to treat a man. It's just not something, you don't have to sit on a panel and go, well, you need to follow. I need to, and the woman tells you, well, you need to lead. It just falls into place if it's right. I'm thinking way back in the day, my wife and I never really had that conversation. It was just kind of assumed. Um, I think folks in this black manosphere, this like I want to be a clown and watch Down syndrome girls, so I'm cool and everyone gets a laugh. People are overcomplicating shit.
Well,
Stanley.
honestly, that stuff is weird. I mean, there's something extra wrong about that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but I think it's kind of this is my opinion. I think he's just doing it to be popular or something.
It's an edgy
You know,
thing.
I honestly think some people. I met people like them in high school, um, and I'm not even kidding. Um, we're not in high school, kids, and I'm not sure we understand that. And it's not even black people. I think there's some motherfuckers, and yeah, I've had a couple beers, and I'm just gonna be blunt. There's some motherfuckers that just don't understand that, you know, stop minding other people's business. If you are not in tip top shape, if there are things left dangling in your own life, if your kids are not navigating towards like success, why are you worried about other people's business? Why are you worried about Carmelo Anthony? He's got parents. He doesn't need you to worry. Why the fuck? Other than, oh shit, that's a tragedy, that should be the end of it. Why do we need police reports? Why do we need to know the gory details? That's what the institutions are for. It's a tragedy. That's really all you need to know.
Well, people like they got to make money off this shit, right? I think
You
anybody
mean
that makes
off
this
of the
stream,
off of the commentary?
no, just the situation.
I
There's a lot of grifters out here,
honestly,
even the media.
there's got to be a better way to make money. Maybe motherfucking go dig a ditch. you know, it's the people who are going. You don't need college. You need a trade. YouTube isn't a trade. YouTube isn't a skill necessarily.
But yo, you know what's crazy? All of these tap dancing channels, right? The whole situation with the stabbing incident. They were
You
first.
know what? Before you go too far, can you describe? Because I've been wondering for days. You use the term liberally. Define a tap dancer. What does a tap dancer do, look like, talk like? Can you define it?
If you got an axe, I mean,
Okay,
tap.
motherfucker, don't go there because that is a cop.
No, it's
Cop
not a
out.
cop out, bro.
Okay, dude. No, 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 no. See,
Anybody that asks me that, they're either a
no,
tap
no, no,
dancer
no.
themselves
First off,
or a white
you're
ally.
not on John's panel. You are with a serious-minded man. You need to define your terms. You can't just come up here and go, well, the tap dancers. Motherfucker, what's a tap dancer in your mind?
Yeah, it's self-explanatory. Don't have to be definitive. Just what do you mean by it? What type
Oh,
of character?
dude, I'm in the mood to taste some weak man's blood. Don't be the weak man. You use the term often.
Right.
Please define it for us lesser beings.
All right, so you're lesson now. All right,
You
so
know what? I don't see. You already want to scurry off
I'm
into a
trying to
dark
explain, bro.
corner.
I'm trying to
You can't.
explain, man.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Did you just say you can't explain?
That's what I'm trying to. You keep cutting me off, man.
Motherfucker, you better be fast. My patience is limited.
A tap dancer, in the context that I'm using it, and is a black man that needs approval from whites.
Okay.
So much so that they would metaphorically tap dance on a stage to get their attention and their applause.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can think, what I'm truly trying to say, like anytime a black person asks me that, how do you know they're a tap dancer? Because there's a reason why
So
you're asking.
if a person asks you to define the term, they're performing for a white man.
You can say that. Yeah, there's a
Okay,
white lady up here. There's two white people.
you. Let me tell you, because you've pretty much answered my question. Now I'm going to tell
Are you
you.
saying I'm a tap dancer?
No. I'm
Hey, hold
saying
it. Let me
performing for
just,
you and the other person that's drawing us up here.
Driving.
No. We need to target, or I need to address Mr. Chenard very directly.
Good.
You sound like someone who just wants to throw off terms, dude. Am I
It's a
performing?
behavior pattern, man.
See, dude, I don't have that kind of patience. So allow me to finish, and then you can respond. Can we do that?
Go ahead, man.
Thank you. I think it's a ridiculous term. I think when you come up on, say, a John Galt panel or something like that, nobody's performing for a white man. What they're being is themselves, and definitely I'm myself. Do you think I'm performing for a white man currently, right now, when I'm talking to you?
No, really, no.
Okay, well then, if I ask you to define the term,
right.
How is that being a tap dancer? You literally said if you have to ask what it is, right?
Right.
Okay, so I need you to help me there. If I ask you to define a term so I
Well,
know how to approach you using the term, I don't think that's me performing for the white man. That's me trying to get to know and
let me do this.
understand King Shenard. Motherfucker, don't interrupt me. It's me trying to get to understand you. Are you a white man?
No. Okay,
Okay,
let me
well, so if I ask you what you mean, wh- is that see? I'm trying to make sure we get it down to where you and I actually understand each other. If I ask you what you mean, that's not performance for the white man. That's asking King Shenard, what the hell do you mean? Do we understand each other there?
right. So why did you ask me in the first place?
No, 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 no. You
Do
don't
you know
get
what
to
it
ask
means?
me
Do
why.
you
No, no, no. Why do people ask questions? Because I didn't know what the hell you meant because you were unclear.
Okay, so you didn't know
And
what it
I literally just said, I need to know how to approach you. Once you use a term like that, I'm not actually sure how to approach you. Do you get my drift now?
right. Yeah, I do. I do. But so you didn't know what a tap dancer was before
Motherfucker, you're the only one who uses the term. So no,
I'm
I
sure I'm
didn't
not.
know.
I'm sure I'm not the only one.
Normal people don't use the term. You are special.
But can
So
you use like some
I
content?
needed
Can you use some like
no. You seem to think that I'm John Galt. You dude, I am so annoyed with your use of the term in the first place. So what you need to do is just answer questions.
I mean, but can you use like just context
Motherfucker,
clues,
don't
right?
ask me what I can do.
If I say a tap dancer, right?
Whoa. You
What do
answered my question and I'm satisfied.
yeah, you don't I see it. I can understand you now, man. I can kind of get you.
Good.
You talk slow for a
Okay.
reason. Oh no, wait, can
You
I
know
talk at
what?
least?
You wanna ask me why I talk slow. Don't fucking
What
tell me I
okay,
talk slow.
why
Ask me why.
why?
Because I have to think how I talk to idiots like you.
Do you have
Motherfucker,
like
don't ask
anxiety or
me.
something?
I need you to address what I just said. I think you're an idiot. Address that.
I
Are you
understand
an
that.
idiot? Are you an
No.
idiot?
No, yeah, I am. I am.
Okay, well then why am I talking to you? Why are you still here?
I think
If
you
you are I assume an idiot like you is
there's something
incapable
wrong with you,
of
man.
understanding motherfucker, you want to ask me what's wrong with me?
There's something really wrong with you.
Ask me what's wrong with me.
Yeah, what's wrong with you, bro?
You made the observation, ask me what's wrong with me.
What is wrong with you?
I don't suffer fools like you gladly. You are a chore. And you are a chore to John Galt. You are a chore to Be Brave. You
Yeah,
are
look at
a
that faggot in
just
the
a
chat.
chore. No, motherfucker.
That
Why are
Lee
you over
Clinton
talk?
faggot in
Why
the
are
chat. Look
you
at him.
over talking me? You are a chore and an unnecessary chore. Okay, I don't give a fuck about your investments. Don't you ever come up on my panel again talking about shit I don't care about. Or
I
at
never
a
came
minimum,
on your show
no,
talking about
see,
stocks, man.
you still think I can't put your ass in the
We keep
back.
hearing voices.
No, what you're not under, you are, you, dude, you better yield.
You still didn't answer my question.
What is your goddamn question? Last chance, make it succinct.
All right, that debate, right?
No, motherfucker. Ask me the question. Don't give me context. Ask the question.
Why do you talk slow?
Because I tend to think before I speak, and your dumb ass doesn't.
So it takes you long to think
You
up words.
you asked me a question, deal with my answer.
Do you talk? Okay, can I ask you another question?
No, what you want to do is keep asking questions instead of dealing with my answer. My
you have a problem with
answer,
wanting to always be
yeah,
right, man.
motherfucker. I
You
literally just
always
told
want
you
to be
I.
right. That's what it is.
Oh,
That's what it
absolutely.
is.
Who wants to be, motherfucker?
You're
When
insecure,
do you?
bro. You
Okay.
have an insecure.
You want to overtalk? Of course, I want to be right. Who wants to be wrong? Do you want to be wrong? The fuck are you talking about? Maybe you should talk slower. You know what? You got about 2 seconds. The reason I'm talking slow is I need to be deliberate in telling you my opinion of you. Shenard, you have a lot of good qualities, but you ain't that bright. Okay. You need to understand where you stand with me. When you come on my panel, I expect you to be a panelist, not take it over.
So now I'm taking it over.
You have in the past. You're currently not. But you want to know why you're not? Because I'm not letting you.
You said I have in the past. What do you mean?
Okay, dude, deal with what I just
It was
said.
like the third
Don't
time
move on.
I've been on the
What
panel
you
at the
want to
same time.
do is you want to move
There's
past what
something
I
wrong with
said.
you, man.
I literally said,
There's something
I
wrong with you.
literally said, I'm not letting you take over the panel like you want to do. Deal with it.
I'm not trying to take over the panel. You still.
Motherfucker, I didn't ask you a question. Don't give me an excuse. Deal with what I said. You
Dude,
are
it's
not
always
taking over the
everywhere.
panel.
Anytime I come
You
over on the panel,
asked
this
me
dude
what
pops
was
up in
wrong
the
with
chat.
me.
There's
You
something
asked me
wrong with
what
it.
was wrong with me.
Barking up
I've
the wrong
told you.
tree. I'm telling you. But yo, Stanley, just real quick, man. Can I at least say something? At least
Will it be interesting?
the debate that you have set up with Bray.
Well, I just asked you a question. Address
There's
my
something
question.
wrong with you, man.
Well, no, motherfucker. See, you don't understand how to have a conversation. I asked you a question. Will it be interesting? That is a yes, no. Don't move on. Stay where you are. Address my question. Yes or no? Will your question be interesting?
Yes.
Okay. What is your question?
Actually, no. It wouldn't really
It
be.
won't be interesting.
I
Then
mean,
let
no.
me move on. Oh, you said nah. I
There's
assume that
something
means
wrong
it
with you,
won't be.
man. There's
See,
something wrong with you.
yes, there is.
There is.
Now, so it won't be interesting. Let's stop there. Let me go on to
You know
more
you're
interesting.
ruining the channel,
Okay,
right? Like if
let
no
me
one,
go
if no one can
on.
even have a
Let me
discussion,
go.
right?
See, this is what you don't understand. You want to go beyond, and I'm simply not going to let you. Go find John Galt and fuck with him. Don't fuck with me.
Can I say
Wolf,
something?
how you doing? Oh, please do. But let's say
Okay.
hello to Wolf first. Hey,
Oh,
Wolf.
hi, Wolf. How you doing?
What's up?
Hello.
How you doing?
All right. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing good. As a matter of fact, I'm doing better after this question. Hey, Pan Mulatto, let me drop the link for you too. I can I can do two birds with one stone, two idiots for the price of one.
Oh, Lord have
Yeah.
mercy.
Oh, hey, I'm in that mood. Pamelato, just drop the link. Click it. I can take care of you and your boyfriend King Shenard.
How many
So
beers have
Shenard,
you had
That was
in?
have you
disrespectful.
decided to actually
Did I disrespect you, bro?
I'm disrespecting you.
But for what?
I'm
Wait.
because
Wait.
oh
Can I
no,
say
no.
something,
Sorry, Jewel.
please?
Let me do my process.
Okay.
Thank you. Shenard, you have gone too far with John too many times. With me the last time, it stops now. You will be a good panelist, or you don't have to come up here. It is not your right to be on my panel. Okay, and your little boyfriend Pam Mulatto asked a dumb question. I don't think John thinks I'm ruining the channel. Y'all better heal. That I don't do what you expect me to do. If I take too long, if I talk slow, fuck you.
Did you take that as disrespect? When I
Motherfucker,
said you
did you hey, you need to deal with what I said. I don't care about your questions at this point. Let's wait for your boyfriend Pamelato to hit the link so I can dispense with the both of you.
You gotta disrespect me, man. I didn't call you out your name. I didn't say anything.
Motherfucker, I called you out your name. I didn't say you
Oh,
called me out my name. I'm calling you out of yours. See, this is what folks like you can't quite get. This is a one-way conversation. I don't care what you say. I'm saying it to you.
Yeah, there's something wrong with you, man.
Yeah,
There's something
you
crazy.
want to know what's wrong with me? I've lost patience with people like you. Is that clear enough?
What do you mean, people like me? What do you
When
mean?
you I think that you try
Are you
people's
tap dancing,
patience.
bro? Are you tap
Okay,
dancing?
motherfucker, I will.
Oh, you got your
Why do
hand
you?
on the
Why do you?
trigger, don't
Oh,
you?
look at you! Look at you
You got your
trying to
hand
be.
on the trigger.
Oh, of course you think, motherfucker, you're not going to win this.
There's something
What
wrong
you
with
need
you.
to do, what you need to do, is shut your ass up and listen to what I'm saying.
Jesus.
It's slow enough. I talk slow. I talk slow enough for motherfuckers like you to understand what I'm saying.
No. I'll tell you why you talk slow,
Okay.
but
You
you
know
won't let
what?
me talk. Though.
Save that motherfucking shit for someone else. You will heal. You're just gonna have to get used to it. So I'm sorry, folks. I hey, you can be a panelist, a normal panelist. You're not even as amusing as someone like a solid snake. Shut the fuck up and wait your turn. And Pan Mulatto, I put the link there. Bring your dumb ass up and ask that question directly.
Oh my God.
It's
Anyway,
Stanley.
folks, vote for Virgo.
It's Stanley versus the world. And motherfucker, you're part of
No,
the
that's a
world
cop
right
out right
now.
there, bro. No. This is how you
A- a-
behave, bro.
Okay,
This is how
you
you
know
behave.
what?
anyway,
Why are you talking,
oh
Shinar?
Lord,
Is it your turn?
oh my God.
See, I don't even call you King anymore. You're
When's it my turn?
Shenard. Virgo, you and Virgo can negotiate.
What did they have to? What they got
I
to negotiate, bro?
this motherfucker just wants to talk out of turn. What is wrong with this man? So Virgo, Jewel,
You can go
you
first,
know,
Virgo.
Everybody vote for me.
oh, I
Virgo,
forgot.
favorite
Yes.
chef.
Well,
This is
describe
going
how
to
you
be
got there.
on
Do it
the.
one more time. Tell us there are new people in the chat. We are certainly want to hear that story.
Oh, well, I just applied to be on the show, and it's a cooking competition. And just please vote for me. I got in, but it has to be votes to get into the finals. So please just vote for me. You'll get to see Virgo on TV, you know.
I'm watching.
And it's on the cooking network, and it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great content. So please
The votes
vote
on
for
Facebook.
me.
Yes.
Hmm.
I'm about to drop the link right now.
I'm not on Facebook, but I have it on good source that Tom Gully said that he was going to put in $5 worth of extra votes on my behalf. That's what somebody told me.
Yo, Stanley, you see
Well,
how you
I
didn't?
was hoping.
That's
I was
Oh,
hoping.
Tom.
You see how you didn't cut them off when they were talking?
Excuse
As
me.
soon as I talk, you cut. You're tap dancing, bro.
You know what? That's your freebie Call me a tap dancer again and you're gone. Do we understand each other?
Stanley, play nice in the sandbox.
I
No.
just came up here to like mention something
Not
about the
gonna
debate,
happen, Virgo.
and it's already wasted.
Okay,
Like how
this
much
dude,
time
I literally just said, wait your turn. Why are you talking?
Yeah, what were you saying, Joel?
Oh, I wanted to tell Virgo that I don't have Facebook, but I had my man vote on his Facebook page, and then I sent it to my sister and my
Nice.
dad and my stepmom.
Oh, well, oh my God, Jewel.
That is
Thank you
so
so
nice.
much. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I want to see you on there.
I really
Yeah.
appreciate you.
So we can wreak havoc. not of course, it'll only be me wreaking havoc. Jewel
Yeah,
would never do
Stanley's
that.
gonna judge me very harshly on my cooking skills.
You
He
know
expects
what?
the best from
No.
me.
Oh, really? I
You're
think
gonna
you're
rock it.
somewhat of a you're a better cook than me.
No, but I know Stanley expects the best from me.
I expect the best, but as an eager, like, oh my goodness. Look, I think we
I've
have
never
figured
been on
out the
TV like that before.
Hey Virgo, I know you're worried about because I was listening before about plating and stuff and making it look pretty. Just grab some microgreens, some colored little vegetables that you can make it look pretty. I know you can. I totally know you can make it look pretty.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Show them how to cook that capon. You know what I mean?
Oh, I wish I could. Well, let me tell you, if I had to make a capon, I would.
Cook it up.
I'd spatch cook it too.
See what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what that is.
It's when you take the spine out and you flatten it.
Oh, okay.
Flat.
I heard you guys talking about that. Well, I remember you saying it, but I just couldn't remember what the hell spatch cooking was. I remember now, yeah.
I'm gonna make one small suggestion though. And this is, I was talking about that Christmas goose from 20 years ago now. Actually, it was probably more closer to 23, 25. The one interesting thing is the concept of dressing. I told you about it was like an old fashioned back in the day. Granny Smith apples, parsley, onions, salt and pepper it. And it just, it wasn't a bread dressing. It was just a dressing. The concept of dressing, we somehow or another started thinking it's like Pepperidge Farm and it's got to be bread. Dressing is dressing. It can be almost anything. And
well, here's how I make my dressing. So I make cornbread about maybe 3 or 4 days before Thanksgiving, or whenever I feel like making dressing. I make the cornbread about 3 or 4 days. I'll let it get a little stale, a little hard. And then I fry up some sausage. I throw the crumbled cornbread in there with onions, what you call it, celery, peppers, and sage. I put that broth in there, and I let it cook. Of course, salt, pepper, and then
you want to make a soup jumu?
Oh my God, my soup jumu is to die for.
You should make it.
That's the independence. That's the independence.
So Virgo, are you going to make that when you go on the show? What are you going to make, or is there a format? Like, can you plan ahead? Can you incorporate things? What's the format of that show?
I have no idea. I'm only in the preliminary. So I have no idea what we're gonna cook, or if I have no idea of if it's something that we can make on our own, or if it's something that they're gonna tell us to cook. And that's what I'm afraid of. It's like if something that they tell us to cook, I'm like, okay, I'd be a little bit, anxiety-ish, But if it's something that we cook on our own, I think I'll do well. But I don't know.
Well, you should make like a fusion type of dish with that, like
Oh yeah. Like I
mix
can
it
make a
with
soup jumeau with the blue crab right on top. I think that's how I can garnish it. And then sprinkle some parsley on top.
that sounds good.
But my soup jumeau is to die for. I'm telling you right now. I made some in January
I'm gonna click the
because
link. Let me see.
that's our Independence Day.
You just gotta start setting up cameras in the kitchen, Virgo.
Yeah,
That's all you gotta do, and then you just edit it when you're done.
I can't wait to get back into my house though.
Ah, yeah. Did you have to get the kitchen redone, or?
Yeah, the kitchen is already done. The roof is done, the floors are being done.
Yo,
And
Virgo, I'm gonna be really honest with you. Let me be honest with you.
mhm.
I don't know if this is an actual contest. I don't know. It looks like the same like the same format for that dog contest with the 12th man. Like it's the same layout, everything, and then you got to pay for some votes.
That's if you want to pay extra. You can just vote once.
I don't like the paying for votes. That part sucks.
That's how they run these games, though.
It's a
Yeah.
scam.
It's not a scam. That's just how they do it.
I'm not saying like you may have like seen it and thought like it was legit. Like I believe you seen it.
Can I ask you a question before you go too far afield? Is there a way to vote for free, Shenard?
Yeah.
Have you tried
You
doing
get one
that?
vote.
The one vote for free. Have you tried that?
I mean, do you think that even matters?
Can you motherfucking just do it?
You have a lot of people.
And then be done. Don't worry about the money. Don't worry about having to spend money. Try the free option. That's really all I'm asking you to do.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but do you think that actually matters?
Yeah. Before you skedaddle off into King Shenard land, just click the free and be done with it. No one's asking you to spend money.
And you know what? If this is a scam, then I know better next time, and I will just Google.
Well, but Carla was in part of the advertisement,
Okay,
Virgo. It's not a scam.
now we're skedaddling away.
I could try to explain it to you, but
have you taken the free option yet?
Something is wrong with
Okay,
you, man.
dude, I don't have patience with tap dancers like you.
You're tap dancing
Now
right now.
you're tap dancing. Have you hit the free option?
I'm trying to save Virgo from wasting her time.
Motherfucker, I don't care what you're trying to say.
You're still talking over me.
Answer. Oh, motherfucker, you haven't heard talking over you yet.
You talk too much,
Have you hit the free vote?
You talk too much.
Okay,
That's your
dude,
problem.
and you, motherfucker, I don't have a problem. You do. I don't have a problem with me talking.
You talk.
You do
more than you listen.
Okay. This is before I toss your dumb ass off the panel. You don't offer me anything interesting to listen to. You don't know how to answer questions, and it's annoying.
I was talking to Virgo. Not you.
Yeah, no. See,
can I say
something? Please allow me to finish with Mr. Shenard, because he's certainly not a king.
Go ahead.
Okay, don't let him go before I can say something. That's
No. It's not like that. Have you hit the free vote, Shenard?
I don't have a Facebook, so I can't do it.
Then why the fuck are you even talking about this? You
I
don't
deleted
have
that
an
shit
option to
like
vote. You
15
don't
years
have
ago.
a okay. See, this is where I lose patience with folks like you. You don't have the capability of even doing a free vote, yet you're complaining about spending money. You
I'm
have a
trying to
problem,
describe the
sir. You
scam and
have
how it
a
works,
logic
but you
problem,
keep
sir.
talking.
And I don't suffer fools like you gladly.
Well, if you believe this shit is real,
Yeah. It gets so tough. I'm sorry, Jewel. I cut you off for this fool.
It's okay. So can I just say what I wanted to say now, even though he's not here
You know
anymore?
what?
Which,
Shenard is not here. I imagine it's about Shenard, huh?
well, I mean, it's for anybody. It's not just him, but it could be slightly for him, you know. So like I honor that everyone has their own experiences depending on where they are geographically and their circumstances or whatever. But my life, my reality is I had two Mexican aunts and a Mexican uncle growing up. I'm the oldest of 20 grandchildren. 9 of them are half Mexican. And then of all of us, we've added 3 more races into the family. We have some Persian, some Chinese, and some black in there. And so it's like I've never been racist, and I also can't be racist. I love all of these people. And so that's my reality. And I know that there's other people like me. I mean, it's just different if you maybe grow up in California or something. But and I was really kind of, it wasn't Chenard, but because I think it was in another stream. Somebody said, oh, well, when these white people say that they just love everybody or they love humanity, like they're just lying. They're just doing that to like supplicate us or something. I'm like, screw you, like, but not really. Like, I feel sorry for them mostly because they really think that. So I just wanted to throw that out there as a perspective and a consideration because there's a lot of white people that aren't racist, that actually do love all kinds of people and love all of humanity. And just want us all to get along better.
Well,
So that's all I wanted to say.
can I say here, and I'm going to amplify the point. Most white people in America aren't racist. Most, the vast majority. So, amplification. I felt I should. That's that. Wolf, you're back.
Yeah, what's up, Wolf?
I don't think you're racist, Joe.
Wait, somebody called you racist? You were
Son, I
talking
don't think
about
you are
yourself?
either. No, I was just speaking to racism in general with Bernard, and I know that
Oh.
there's like some more black racist around these parts, than white racist. So I just, was just
Oh,
sharing. That's all.
do you really want me to go on that diatribe?
Yeah, there's a lot of these trolls around.
Wait, you didn't
Go for
hear
it.
what I said the other day, Jewel. I actually said I think America's biggest problem, uh, as far as racism goes, and I think I'm gonna be proven right. It's the black racists, black anti-black racists. The anti-black blacks are the biggest problem in the black community.
That may be the case. I
Oh no,
think
no, no,
that
no. Look, I'm an old man and I've gotten to see a bunch of stuff, and I have never seen, Jewel, I don't think even the racist white people aren't the biggest problem to the black community. If we want, and I have, I've already talked about what the black community is, what I think, but let's just go with the anachronism or the old fashioned black community. I just don't think in 2025, even the racist white people are the biggest problem in the black community.
Well, I mean, honestly, I don't know
I'm
that
not
much, but
even.
look, the old black community doesn't exist anymore. Like a lot of what you're talking about is these dumb
Well,
young
no,
kids in the drill
that's
rap
why
community. They're all
I
killing each
said
other.
that's why I use the term anachronism, because it's easier for me to use the anachronism for the argument, which is a hot take. I think the anti-black Thomas Sowell, Glenn Lowry, it is the anti-black black people that are the biggest problem in what we will call the black community. Their qualifications needed, but in the 1975, the black community, the anti-blacks call it the communita. The communita is kind of have the biggest problem with the communita, biggest threat to the communita are the people who call the communita the communita. It's not white racists. They live in Idaho. Black people don't tend to live around the white nationalists in large part. It is literally the anti-black blacks, and they know who they are. I can name names, but it's kind of late, and I just don't want to stir up too many pots. But white people aren't a problem to black people. The black people are the problems with the black people. And it's not the culture. It is the black anti-black people.
Stanley, don't you
The
think
people.
that's what John is highlighting a lot of times, though? Is
Oh
that
no,
the
I think John is one of them.
but he does highlight, black on black
Okay,
crime and like
no,
the
since you want to
black
bring
people
up
being
John's
problem with their
name,
own
I think
problems.
people like John are the problem with the black community.
Okay.
And CT.
Oh, CT's a bigger problem. And
CT is very
please,
interesting.
I need y'all to understand this isn't something I haven't said to John before. The anti-black black people are the problem with the black community, not the white race. Be brave, hardly a problem. So we can move on. I don't want to keep beating this dead horse, but motherfucker, I will not back down from my point anytime. And John and I have gone round and round. HB and I have gone round and round. I don't fear the fools because I actually think they're being foolish.
Well, right on, motherfucker.
Well, hey, you're speaking my language. So I don't want to beat the dead horse. I know I've done my hot take. I welcome anyone who wants to challenge me on this. I heard today. I heard CT last night. And I don't care what side, the CTs or the Johns. It is a bad thing. You need to focus on yourself. Stop pretending that you are your brother's keeper. Okay. If you don't live in the hood, fine. There are black people who have never lived in the hood in this ridiculous notion that, if you marry a white person, can you be pro-black? That's the dumbest question I've ever heard. There's some problems in the anti-black arguments. And people like King Shenard, people like HB, they will yell loud. They won't let you actually make your point because they know I'm right. So Anyway, it is getting boring hearing me talk all the time.
I think I'm gonna make some
And
tacos
I'm
tomorrow.
actually interested, Jewel or Virgo, John. I could be wrong. There could be flaws in my logic, but I've been listening to these people for some months, and then this Carmelo Anthony thing. I don't even understand why they're that interested. But what I have seen is Carmelo Anthony, Asians in his school. He must have felt bad because he was the poorest. Motherfucker, we have no clue. We have no clue what his family's finances were.
They're just pulling out shit.
I just
No,
heard.
like I think his mom was a doctor and his dad was an attorney.
No, I've heard.
Yeah.
I've heard physician's assistant
Yeah.
and lawyer. And by the way, a physician's
So lawyer
assistant.
takes it, dude. Lawyer takes
Well,
it.
I don't know. Well, like John says, there are some poor lawyers. It's possible, but I just my primary care my primary care provider, I'm in the VA system, is a female, black female um, physician's assistant. 6 figures. Now it's low 6 figures, but she's making 6 figures.
Comfortable life.
So all I'm saying is that, even I don't feel comfortable hearing someone talk about this kid being poor. His school was 50% Asian. Who gives a fuck? Who knows if they're poor? Who cares?
The poorest kid in a rich neighborhood. Like, what does that mean?
Well, what it actually means is, number one, he has parents. He doesn't need us to worry.
Yeah.
The best thing I can do is fucking not like, oh my goodness, this is a cautionary tale. Son, you're not doing this, are you? The best thing a parent can do in this situation is make sure their kids are okay. Not wonder about, he has parents. He doesn't need us to worry. He's in a lot of trouble. He still doesn't need us to worry. Why do I care about his bail? Why do I care if people have set up what do you call them? The online accounts where you're donating money.
GoFundMe.
What does that matter to anyone other than his parents, him, relatives? Why do we have to worry about it? Why should we worry about it?
Yeah. Like every day they're talking about this now. It's crazy. Every day.
It John, what can we do other than, and I know it's content and I'm still trying to figure this out. Why? Find something else.
That's what I'm saying.
Find something interesting.
Like that's what I was saying earlier, Stan. Like yesterday, some guy tried to kill 4 of his nieces. He cut them up, little girls. Nobody's talking about that. They're still talking about something they have no idea what happened. But they're just trying to, like, it's. I get it's the content, but what it's just doing is just causing these bigger problems. Like it's just causing divide, arguments. It's really it's dumb how much attention it's gotten, and it's not to belittle it, but it's just like. These things.
Well, the problem is we can't fix it. There's nothing we can do other than wondering about it.
It's every day speculation. It causes more problems, and then kind of find out it's not true, or this was that, or you know what I mean? Like it's just everybody needs to relax, dude. Like I said, there's 2 kids. Their lives are ruined. 1 and 3 because the brother, his twin brother died in his arms. But, this kid's probably sitting in there in that jail cell just flashing through what happened over and over again. You don't know these things. They're assuming who this kid is so that they can either defend him or go against him. But, like, if you don't know, you're just making shit up and you're making it worse.
Well, the best take I've heard is he's the lawyer of a son and he didn't know that he shouldn't say this or that or the other. Motherfucker 17. He's not a lawyer. He's the son of a lawyer. I don't get that point. And someone actually made that point. Like, if you are the son of a lawyer, you should know something about the law. I had no clue you should. My father likes cars. I know something about cars, but if I need advice, about a car, I have to call my father and he will chuckle. But yeah. We need to, the best thing we can do for the Black community is make sure your family in this tragedy, if we must feel it nationwide, make sure your shit's together. Okay. And you know what? I will talk to my son. He's made it through high school. For me, it kind of hits home. I mean, it does make you think if you have a kid his age, and there will be some questions that I will ask, like, but um, I think this concept of the same people. You know what? I'm navel gazing. Let's go and do something else. I just think these anti-blacks are fucking idiots, and I am not shy. Um, this woman, another crush. I have spent the week looking at these young black girls, going, God damn it! I wish I were 20.
Springtime, Stanley. It's that fertility season.
It's so funny, John. I made that same statement to my son. It's like this is the best time of the year for a college student. You best concentrate, son. And I'm sure he will. And if he doesn't, we'll just deal with it. I really just want him to have fun, but be fucking like focused.
Careful, use protection.
But 60-year-olds don't have spring. I'm in the autumn of my life. I can still, this woman, freelance journalist, Harvard graduate, living in Spain. And I don't understand this. Something about moved my family to Sweden. I'm curious. So.
Hi, everybody. And now
and by the way, she's the one at the beginning of the show. She did this thing about, hey, you better stock up on your hair, better stock up on your beauty supplies, because the tariffs are coming. And I made the comment that her hair was kind of fluffed out. That's her hair, forehead and all. But she's, I think she's cute.
our series on how to
That's all
leave
her
the
hair,
United
believe it or
States,
not.
move abroad, Black babes abroad. There it is.
Now she
There's the mark.
is also my kind of weird. She's kind of nerdy, just kind of out there. Maybe that's why I like her. So
Marketing. So today we have Stacy on here, and we're just going to dive straight in. So first, Stacy, can you share your name and where you are located?
So I'm Stacy Lomax. I am located in Sweden in the third largest city called Malmö. I'm trying my best to pronounce it correctly. I would just say it's just across the street from Copenhagen. That's the way I describe where I'm at.
Okay. And when did you move abroad?
June 1st, 2024, I was accepted to a graduate program here at Malmö University in tech. And I was accepted, I want to say March of 2024. You had to go through a lot of the legal processes of going to either Washington, D.C. or New York in order to go to the Swedish is it the consulate? Yeah, the Swedish consulate. Mm-hmm. You had to go through your background stuff. They needed to, verify your financial blah, blah, blahs in order to make sure you can accommodate your life for yourself and however many people in your family. And my pet visa process, and then we I think we got all things in a row the first week of May, bought our ticket for the 1st of June, and had 3 weeks to get the hell out of Dodge.
Yeah. So you did everything. So, okay, guys, we had a conversation before we hopped on here. So there's a lot of lore that you're going to be catching up on. So you did everything that you needed to do to get out in 3 weeks.
I did, but we had already, there was other institutions we had applied to. So one way or the other, like we were already downgrading and getting rid of all of our things. We were already, doing that months prior. We couldn't, if you wait to sell your stuff, you're never going to get rid of it. You're never going to get rid of it. This is a time to be gracious and to be kind and to give to those who absolutely need or want to care for your things. Because the cost of moving your stuff over is
and the energy
you're gonna,
of moving all your stuff over.
Yes, the energy. I mean, when we got here, I think we all slept for maybe 3 days, very long hours of sleep after moving like that. It was organized chaos. You're gonna feel that move be extremely chaotic because you're literally lifting your life from one continent to another. That is not an easy feat by but like nobody does that easily. Nobody.
That is actually something we can talk if we have time. We can talk about it
You
later.
notice they all have
But
weird shaped
I
heads.
also on the Patreon, somebody was asking questions about if I would recommend moving all of your stuff or as many things as possible from the US to wherever it is that you're moving. And like I was gonna bring that question to one of these forums. Got so many things to talk about. But yeah, I personally just don't recommend moving with too many. I travel with 2 suitcases. Like I move countries with 2 suitcases just because it's easier.
I don't think I've ever shipped anything I couldn't carry on me.
Same.
When I've moved abroad. I'm very much a Marie Kondo, let it go, let God, but also just because I like the fresh start. Like I like moving house and being like, great, now I get to start fresh. Who am I now? Who am I here? And just a quick answer to that question is like, there's a lot of things, of course, sentimental things, bring those. But there's a lot of things you'll realize you might not connect with as much when you do bring it here because maybe you don't need it because of your lifestyle, or maybe you don't want it as much, or maybe you have better replacements or better alternatives in your new home country, right? So I think at least taking time to figure out if you miss it before paying and taking the energy of like putting it on your back and traveling with it, because there's always the time of, hey, to Stacey's point, leaving it with someone and saying, I'll let you know in 3 months if you can ship this to me. If not, donate it, right? That's what a lot of what I did, and I rarely had anybody ship anything to me after. So
we did actually have some stuff shipped, and my God, it was not worth it at all. So for those of you who think, oh my God, like definitely your, documentation, sentimental values, pictures, certain books that aren't published anymore, things like that totally makes sense. But I would say that if it can't go with you on the plane, you don't need it. You don't need it, because we shipped it through the postal service. Lord Jesus, help me. We shipped it through the postal service. Of course, they lost a few things, but I want to say each box, it was thousands of dollars.
The customs too, to receive
and then
it.
customs, because once you bring in your belongings, they're gonna tax it. Because they don't know that it's not a purchased product. And then you have to, I'm going through this still, having been here 9 months, to get that money refunded to say, no, that was my personal property. So
there's insurance for that.
Don't. That's one thing you can learn from my unknown mistake, to not necessarily.
I'm sorry, what?
I was saying there's insurance for that, so she didn't buy the insurance. It's only a couple dollars more. It's worth it.
Okay. So what do y'all think so far? I'm curious.
These are 3 nerdy chicks, man. But like, it's nothing against it, nothing wrong with it. It's like, these are 3 nerdy chicks right here.
Well, now see, that is an interesting. So what? You wouldn't hit one of them?
No, no, I'm into
no,
that.
I mean hit it, not.
Yeah, I'm into that. I like nerdy
We
chicks.
still had it.
Yeah.
You
like
know,
when one after the other, I was like, oh wow, oh wow, oh wow.
but I also want to say, I'm not talking about Carmelo Anthony. I'm showing these three nerdy chicks. And one of the things, and this sounds political, and it probably is, there's more to Black life than murder, mayhem, and what Be Brave thinks of us. And I've been struggling for months to show this. Black people don't all live in the hood. Never, well, haven't in quite some time. I struggle sometimes. These folks, want to, like, I don't know. I'm just gonna repeat myself.
Honestly, a lot.
There
Of
is more to Black people in America than living in the hood, and it's just ridiculous to and some of the more offensive things, like I've literally had probably HB or someone go, well, Stanley, you married a white woman, how can you be pro-Black? Well, I'm not pro-Black. If being pro-Black, if being anti-Black, I'm not anti-Black. I don't think Black people, everything Black people do is a problem. If not being anti-Black means pro-Black to you, then I'm pro-Black. Okay, I'm not a hotep. There so many, these people just fucking want to make, it's almost like being in high school, or actually in grade school. You will say the same thing over and over with different groups of people, hoping to sound cool. Sometimes that's what it feels like.
Hey, Stanley, can I say something real quick?
Yes, ma'am.
So, like you said, you're not a hotep. And it's interesting because, there's the hotep group. And then there's there's the Pharaoh group. So it's like,
The what
well,
group?
were you?
Pharaoh?
Yeah, like let
Like,
my people
like the
go.
grain? Oh, I thought it was some grain like
Pharaoh,
Pharaoh.
Pharaoh. Oh, baby, now we gotta go. Like, but it's real. So what I'm saying is, it's like, okay, look, either you were the slaves of the Pharaoh or you were the Pharaohs, but it necessarily wasn't both. Like, and there's a lot of stuff all throughout history where things are very much more dynamic than what we got as far as learning and stuff. So, people, I think we all just got to expand our minds and look for more information about that kind of stuff. And also think
Well,
about that stuff, because it's like,
let
you're the
me
slave or you're the king. Which were you?
Life is not that kind of dichotomy. It's not 0 or 1.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
lots of stuff.
let me expand on your point.
Please.
The key to life, the key to know stuff, is get an education. And it doesn't all have to be through college. Or the key to life, and I actually think, something that kids do, when they ask you 1,000 questions, that should be nurtured. You should always be
Mm-hmm.
asking questions. You should always be wondering how stuff works.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's another thing we don't do. And I mean, we as Americans, not so much just the Black community. I think the best thing, the specific community, the John Galts, the HBs, the whoever's, make sure your own house is in order before you start looking at other people's houses. I hear, I see too many people who say asking questions. Don't ask a question if you can't. If you say ask, don't ask. Figure out how to say ask. Now, that's a very snide comment, but take it for what it means. Don't ask. And Virgo, no, not you. I'm thinking of more of mental acts. And Tyrone, hit the link, Tyrone. I haven't talked with you in a while.
Tyrone thinks the world's flat.
Yo, Stanley, can you just have a
No,
quick
I'm not. I'm not. Tyrone, let me address this. Tyrone, I don't think everything blacks do is right. But I'm certainly not anti-black. And I think people in this space think that because I'm not here using the N word, you know, I am that. No, I'm not that N word. I'm me. And, that's all you're going to get. So, Tyrone, I
Can
haven't
I
talked
say
to you in a while.
something?
Hit the link. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Tyrone, come on up. Thank you, Stanley, sir. What I was gonna say is I don't like that word either because
I don't think it needs to be used.
I totally concur because if the power is taken away from it by you saying it, then it shouldn't be a problem if I say it. And it's still clearly a
That's
very big
exactly the
problem if
point.
I say it. And so I really don't think anyone should use it. I just feel like it's
Well,
disrespectful, and at some point,
I grew
everyone
up
will
in a
evolve,
house.
maybe.
I grew up in a house where my parents were born in the 40s. My father especially, because my mother grew up in Savannah, so she was kind of a city girl. But my father grew up in the deep South, and it was. My parents have said it before, but do you know how rare it was? I'm black, like Savannah, Georgia black. It wasn't a word. The only people who used that N word were white people. Uh, Now, black people did too. The kids, when you were roasting or checking, actually, we called it checking. The kids would get together. That's kind of a tradition. But like,
have you ever used the word?
In my where I grew up, we still have motherfucker. We have had the same phone number. We have had the same phone number for like I'm 60. We've had that phone number for 55 years.
Have you ever used
That's
the
how
N word, bro?
that's how stable my childhood was. And
I've never.
it's so funny.
Have you ever
Uh,
used the N word?
oh, absolutely. I've used it on this channel.
Yeah, a couple of days ago.
Okay, so why are you
But
talking
you
as
know
if you were
what? But
raised not,
here's
not
the
to use that
deal.
word?
Here's the deal, fool. I use it for effect. I use it for shock and awe.
But you were just
I
talking
didn't.
about how you were
Okay,
raised not.
motherfucker, you will heal. You will listen. My point is that it was not a word like when I came home, my mother wasn't like, "Hey, nigga." It was if it was used, it was used for effect to get attention. Please excuse me. It was used to get attention, to point out something that was particularly bad. It was not. I've never heard my father say, "I am that." Like literally, the man is 81 years old. I have never heard himself. I've never heard him refer to himself as one. There are. You can be black without having to use that word. And, I want to reemphasize, yes, I break some rules every now and again. People break rules, but it's not a word that's going to be used on my panel. Um, Accidents will happen. I remember when I was in 8th grade, my mother picked us up from school, and I'd had a raucous day in school. One of my best friends had gotten in, like he and the teacher went back and forth, and It was my 7th grade teacher, homeroom. It's a Catholic school, so he had multiple roles. But he had this bad habit of writing on the old fashioned chalkboard. He would get chalk on his elbows and stuff. So he and my friend got into it. So this little 7th grader goes, "Take your hands off of me, you dusty motherfucker," because the guy had chalk dust. So the class, of course, the class breaks up and the white kids are laughing. It was just funny. So my mother picks me up and I go, "Hey, mama, I heard the funniest thing. Guess what Anthony Lloyd said to Mr. Tatum? He called Mr. Tatum a dusty motherfucker." And I I went, "Ooh." And my mother's laughing. She goes, "Oh, that's okay." It was funny. Now, the upshot is I can literally, I don't curse in front of my parents. It's just not done. But that one little slip, we were all rolling at what he said. And she said it was okay. Because I knew, fuck, as soon as I said it, like, oh shit. My mother looked over at me laughing and said, "It's okay." But I'm 60 and I can literally count. I might have cursed in front of my parents maybe 4 times. And it was usually I was pissed off at something, but it was never at them. I told my brother, "I'm going to break your fucking arm if you keep doing it." It was always, but not at my parents. We have a command of language. We black people in my family have a command of language. You mean what you say. You don't just throw it out there as jargon. And black people are better than "I am that nigga." And I will make comments any fucking time I want. If I think something is wrong and it's appropriate to roast your ass or make a snide comment, y'all better get used to it. And Shenard, dude, it is not your panel. It is my panel. It is not John Galt's panel. John Galt doesn't have patience with you, and I'll leave it at that. You're back. Let's see how long you stay. Hey, Jewel. Shenard, you had a question?
Yeah, this is. I think that's why you talk a
Make
lot.
it quick. I
I don't remember the
already,
question.
you're slow. You're talking slow.
I
Get
think
to
the
your
reason why
point.
you talk a lot is because you want people. See, I'm already expecting that you're gonna cut me off. That's why I stopped talking. Right? You see how that works? You see your little game
Yeah,
that you play, bro.
motherfucker. You
That's your
see,
technique
you
that you
know, you know
use
how
to
when
sound
you were
right.
a kid, like an
Good.
abused kid or an abused dog, someone raises their hand and you flinch a little bit. That's what you just did. So good.
Yeah, but
You
I'm,
know
I'm
what's
trying to
coming.
tell you, like,
You flinch. You know when to flinch. That's good. I'm training you right.
yeah, man. Like, what happened? Like
You're flinching. You're flinching now.
this is how the Navy does
See,
y'all. Like,
I knew you could be taught.
yo, like, did you have to like? Did you learn this from the Navy? This behavior?
What behavior?
Like, you have to be right all the
No,
time.
no, no, no. Describe the behavior. Do
Being
you
right
have a
all the
word
time,
for it?
not listening, just talking a lot. Like,
No,
you learn that
motherfucker.
from that?
What I learned in the Navy is how to control weak-minded motherfuckers like you. You're a weak-minded motherfucker trying not to be. That's what I learned to control.
All right. So, how do you know if I'm weak minded or not? If I can't even speak,
Motherfucker, I've heard you talk. You're
talk
talking
what?
right now. You are literally talking right now. I assessed you when you were going back and forth with John months ago.
You're scared to be challenged.
See, this is what dumb motherfuckers like you don't understand. I keep saying it. I listen to people.
Trying to get you
Dude,
ready for the debate, bro.
I know you're dude.
Are you ready for the debate?
It's not a perfect system,
You were
but
scared
you
before.
play, dude.
I got
You
you.
literally,
I
you
convinced you
can't
to get
take,
in
you
to do the
can't
debate, bro.
take the impetus back now, sir. You have lost.
I'm the reason why you're doing
I
the debate.
have the impetus.
I am the reason
you
why you're
will
doing the
sit
debate,
your
bro.
ass down, and dude, I already have control of your character.
I told you how many
See,
times.
this is what John couldn't do. I have done.
I'm the reason why you're
Now
doing the
take
debate.
your little skip to my loo ass on wherever it
You
is you
backed
came
out. Why
from.
did you back out?
Or you can, dude, you have two choices. You can leave or you can shut up on this panel. You have lost. I have won. We both know it. Now I'm going back to my video.
Yeah, I'm here to cook you, man.
Necessarily
Okay,
bring if you
motherfucker, I
can't go on the
cannot
plane
believe
with
you're
you,
ruining my
just
video.
like you recommended, Candace, like have somebody hold it and send it if you feel like you miss it, you need it. But other than that, let it go.
Let it go. It's a good practice, honestly. It's a really good practice of once you've traveled, if you have traveled enough, but like once you have to pick what you're actually going to carry through the airport and put on your person, you'll get very clear about like what's worth it and what's not.
Very
but yeah, again, just have it held and also use it as an opportunity to start fresh. I think it's like kind of the best way.
Very true.
So, Stacey, we're gonna dive into the meat and potatoes. Sorry out there, vegans. Let's talk about your travel abroad story. Like, why Sweden? How did you was like was not traveling abroad, moving abroad. Was moving abroad always something that was front of mind? Was it something that really just that like was really spearheaded by the election? Was it like what's your story as it relates to how you got to where you are now?
That's a very good question. My move abroad story started when I saw Michael Moore's documentary Sicko all that time ago. It was a long time ago. So I've been doing this journey for more than 15 years. And what at the time, and I'm a teen mom. I had my daughter when I was 15. And I eventually worked my way to get quote unquote out of poverty through college education. I got my bachelor, I got my master's, and then I started working in higher education. And during that time in my education, I was introduced to a world that I could not have had I not been in a college classroom. And that is not only, like critical thinking skills and writing skills and things like that, but the exposure of the other, right? And through Michael Moore's documentary in our class, we learned about the healthcare system and ours as a reflection, but also a comparison across the world. And I was absolutely enraged and curious at the same time. And the only thing that I could do at that time with my limited resources was collect data because that was free. So I started data collection and I started learning about human indexes that measure certain qualities of life, like air quality, drinkable water, universal healthcare, what the hell that is, universal childcare, what is infrastructure and how does it affect the human condition? Things like that. I just started collecting data and I have a Excel spreadsheet that's in the double alphabet range for data that I've collected over time because I just wanted to know what the options are in this global space and not necessarily just what they tell me. It's like, what can I find on my own? So my journey started with that documentary.
Okay. Education. The fact that healthcare, I don't even know there's more to that statement other than the fact that healthcare. So when it came to you choosing Sweden, how did you get so specific to Sweden?
So the first group of countries was about 17. I can't remember them all. Please don't make me list them all. I have them written somewhere. I have them written. Trust me, I document everything. And then it came down to the final three, which was Germany, Denmark, and Sweden. So it was the academic attainment one, which they have equally. Two was the work economy and the GDP. Like, do they actually, like, it's some places abroad that you can move to, but you can't get a job there because there's no economy for people to get jobs for their own people. I needed to be in a space, in a place where they were able to, where they had a working economy that supported their own people, right? And then, of course, infrastructure and safety. And safety means a lot of things, but the overarching part is can I walk down the street and make it home with the least amount of incident? That was what I was looking at as far as those measurements and those data sets in order to choose ultimately Sweden.
Okay.
I love that so much.
What was that, Candace?
Just saying how much I love that. And also I think it's so interesting. Again, we were talking about like the difference of our stories, but also the similarities that we do have with our moving abroad stories. But I love that Stacey was so systematic about it and so intentional and focused on it. And of course, it was your circumstances, but it seems like you're a very systematic and organized person, which I love and I expect and I get. And I think all of those reasons that you knew you were going to commit to Sweden are all the reasons I found out why I love Denmark once I got here. Like I very much was kind of running away from rather than running to, if that makes sense. So I was like, I just know it's going to be better. But all of these things, I lucked into it, or, intuition led me to it, of discovering why I felt so settled here and why it was so different through the experience. But I also just really love and that we can have these conversations and give people more information, because so much of it is like, you don't know what you don't know. And I just am it just is so cool and admirable to hear how systematic and how focused and how intentional you were with choosing your next home abroad. Because that's not always the scenarios. And I know for mine, I was like, I'm just ready, let's go. I just need to get out. So I love that.
And you know what? I think that this is I'm so happy that we're having this conversation with us three, because I'm here child-free. Candace, you were traveling without kids. And then when you entered into Denmark, then you had your child. She is a little theatrical. So like your process of moving to Denmark, you didn't have kids. And then you were like, okay, I like the spot. I like my situation. I like the healthcare. Okay, I'm gonna have a kid here. But Stacey, you had your kid already in mind before moving. And I think that parents that are already parents before they start their move abroad, I'm assuming that you just have to be more systematic in that, because you already have a person. Your person's already here.
Yes. And that was one thing that made me feel such peace. So, and if you ever talk to my daughter, she will tell you that I am a nutcase about wanting to know, where are you? Where are you? You're so paranoid for their safety. And of course you got the apps and stuff like that in hopes that they work and there's no glitches or whatever the case may be. But I felt, not at first, because I'm still American.
We still were raised in it. Yeah. We still were raised in it.
I'm still American, so I totally was a little like apprehensive, and she was showing me the guys that she was, coming up on her phone, and I was just like, oh God, And she was like, I'm gonna go meet this one and that one, and we do have a very transparent relationship where it's like, hey, just let me know, because that's how people disappear, because they just don't let people know. And looking for Black humans is not any country's priority, at least in my experience. So I wanted to make sure that she would be okay. And after I kind of settled down my, I guess I want to say, after I released the invisible shield and armor that I always have to wear in America, after I, let that fall down, and I've had to have Swedish people tell me, like, why are you being so neurotic? Like, it's okay, she'll be okay. And it's like, they truly have no understanding how critical it is to know every move in America. You have to watch you're 6, you're beyond your, you always have to be mindful. You're not able to relax. So when I was able to take off that mental body invisible armor is when I was able for her to, have fun and explore and do all the things. And, and I was so proud of the choice I had made because I could finally be the parent I envisioned myself to be at 46 now years old.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Stanley, how is this relevant
Not
to
me
you?
crying this early. I mean, this is my morning cry time.
Pause
So
real
this
quick.
is perfect.
That's okay.
But
It's so good.
Stacey, it's honestly so beautiful
Did
to
you
hear
say
because I
please?
tell my friends too, and
Pause
honestly,
it.
you're in a year.
Can you
You're a
pause
year
real
in.
quick?
It took me 3 to 4 years
Okay,
to
you're not hearing me.
really, really
Do
be like,
you
I'm
Alright, please,
know
walking
the
please.
alone
word?
at 2 a.m. and I
Yeah,
am
yeah,
having
please.
a
Thank
joyful
goodness.
time. Like that
Thank
took me
goodness
a while.
your home training kicked in.
Yeah, like
So what was your question?
how's this relevant to you? Like, why are you interested in this video?
Why wouldn't I be? See, I'm interested in everything.
No, it's just random. Like you just played it.
Oh,
just sharing other people's content.
Understood.
You can't make any content.
Understood. So it's not interesting you. Is that the point?
No, I mean it's a good discussion.
Right. And it interests me because they're Black women. They are kind of different. They're very articulate. The youngest lady there, she is a Harvard graduate, freelance journalist living in Spain. She actually has kind of made her own way. She doesn't have a job. She's freelance. She's self-employed. Rather interesting people. Plus, I think they're all cute.
It's like a Nat Geo exhibit to you.
So what it is I'm interested
So they're
in it.
articulate. What do you mean by
Okay.
that?
See, you just won't listen to me. I'm trying to tell you why.
Did you marry a Black
and
woman,
you
bro?
just want to over talk. Are you always this annoying?
So this interests you
Okay,
because you found two Black women that can
no. I
articulate
just asked
themselves.
you a
That's what you're saying.
question. Can you answer my question, sir?
What is
See,
it?
what you want to do is you want to run off, run over, run out.
I'm trying to get you
And
prepared for the debate, man.
okay, motherfucker, I will put you in the back. What you're going to do is answer my question. Are you always this way?
I'm trying to get you prepared for the debate.
Do you always want to run out, run
You gotta
over,
talk a little bit more
run through
faster.
the go,
You're debating Brave.
motherfucker? Why would to please you? You want me to
No,
talk faster to please you?
I'm telling you, man.
Motherfucker, answer the question. Why do you need me to talk faster to please you?
You can't ask unnecessary
Why
questions.
do you need me to talk faster to keep up, to please you? Son, you have run out of time with that old lame ass bullshit.
You're not gonna win a debate if you act
I
like
do not move to what you're used
you won't
to.
win a debate.
What you're gonna do is shut the fuck up or leave voluntarily. Your choice. Motherfucker, you will not stay here and annoy me.
You have to learn and listen to be
What
brave,
you
man.
do I have to
and
kick your
come at some
dumb
of his-
ass out? You see, you are be brave. You are a be brave Black man. You're asking you are asking the same questions a be brave
I'm not even
Black
asking
man.
questions. I'm giving
You
you
are
advice.
literally asking. You know what, motherfucker? You sound like you're asking if you're not. Here is my observation of
You
you.
don't listen. That's the
You
problem.
are motherfucker. I'm not going to listen to the likes of you. Are you worth me listening to? That's a direct question.
When Brave speaks,
well,
right?
no,
When he presents his
see, you
argument,
can't even
listen.
ask, motherfucker. You motherfucking listen. I asked you a goddamn question. Are you worth me listening to? Motherfucker, you need to adjust your self-worth. I literally ask you, Black man, are you worth me listening to? Answer that fucking question or go home. Bother someone else. There must be other panels you can be on.
Yeah.
Did you hear my fucking question?
Did you hear my response? You don't listen.
No, I don't give a shit about your response. I need you to answer my question. Your response was probably talking slow, talking about football season. Yeah, it'll be fucking football season in September. It's a yes no question, sir. Is it worth me listening to you? Do you have anything worth me hearing? That's literally a yes no question. I only need one word, not two, not four, not eight. Answer my question. And if you can't, that's fine. It's getting late. Take your ass home. But don't waste my time on this panel. Last chance. And I will kick you if you can't fucking get the shit together.
Yeah.
Yeah. I asked for one word and this motherfucker wants to use 8. Why?
It was 4, but yes.
Can you not follow instructions? Did
There's
your
something wrong
parents
with me.
not give you the type of home training
I'm glad I
that
can
would
expose this
allow?
clown,
Okay,
man.
motherfucker, you are going way too far. It was a simple question. Did your parents train you? Did they give you home training? Yeah. Motherfucker, I asked for a yes or no. I didn't ask for a yeah. You're boring. Run along, son. Let me know when you've matured.
Because it's like you always have that on. And becoming a mother here, the only examples of motherhood I had was was you need to be more worried about her. You need to put her over everything. You need to be that safety net. And I was just like, I don't feel like I need to here, right? And what we say is that in the States, there's no safety net. You can get sick one time and you're bankrupt, right? Something can happen that is nothing to plan, and you're out. And in Denmark and in Sweden, there's universal healthcare. If she gets sick, okay, it's safe.
Actually, John, what do you think of these women?
What in which way?
Well,
I think it's interesting what they're saying. And honestly, to get into Sweden, that ain't no walk in the park. Like, you have to be top tier. Like, I've heard about.
Do you really?
Yeah, you have to be making like more than 200,000 for like 5 or 10 years. You have to have certain degrees.
Oh my lord!
Yeah, so even getting to Sweden is impressive.
Dude, I had. You know what? One of these days, I'll tell you the story. I had no clue Sweden was that tough.
Yeah, I mean, they gotta. They're very selective about their immigration. I mean, everybody.
Well, I have to say this. This is not a normal path. There's something in this family, at least with the women. I don't know. Something happened with these women, something in the family, something that's just like, we need to get the fuck out. I enjoy listening to them talk, but bottom line is they are kind of creepy.
It's just like I know what their politics is without knowing it, and it's like extreme.
What is their politics?
Like, there was just one of those Trump one. We got to get out of here.
No, they were. I think they were out of here before Trump got elected. Trump's only been in office for what, 77 days, 78 days?
No, like the first time.
Oh.
Yeah, like 2016, around there.
So you think that's a political thing? Would you marry one of these women? Are you that far right that you wouldn't like?
No, I'm
date
in the
any of
middle.
these women?
I get along with everybody as long as I just don't put my opinions are my opinions. I can listen to people and they can have their own opinions. It's fine.
Gotcha.
But yeah, if my girlfriend was a liberal, I get it. I mean, I just wouldn't talk politics with her because I know it would piss her off.
I'm going to say something that's rather odd. It's easier. I'm not. James Carville, Mary Madeline.
Yeah.
She was Bush's campaign manager. And Clinton, Carville was Clinton's campaign
The
manager, and
economists
they've
do
been yeah, they've been married for fucking
Yeah,
like forever.
but they say they don't.
However, they are probably exceptional. It is. I think some things. Um,
I think I would look for somebody that would align with me. You know, somebody.
yeah, politics is kind of like a core issue.
It's like
No, I wouldn't. I mean, politics. If you are everything else is right, and we vote for different people, that's not a problem. But what I'm saying is that um, if you're actually that conservative, and someone is that liberal, it will take work. There will be problems.
Yeah.
But you know, you don't commit to marriage lightly. So anyway, I was curious. Even I have a little crush on the youngest one. The other two are just kind of, you know, I like a feistier woman, and the older two are, to me, they don't have a spark. The younger one does.
It's taken care of. If an ambulance needs to come, it's free, right? Like all education, if she's in Europe, so all of these things of like, I have to have a huge college fund. I have to have this and straight. I was like, actually, do I? Like in this environment right now, do I? Or can I have a travel fund that I put money towards, right? That we do family trips and all this stuff. So I think it's just amazing, again, to have the perspective of being a mother before in two different countries and culture and motherhood, and also having your daughter now embrace a new freedom that she probably never had the concept of, which is beautiful to just experience together. So I love that so much. So cool.
It is quite nice. It's nice.
Some would call this generational healing.
Some would say.
Some would say. Some would say. Who are they? I don't know. My name's just Shayna. Okay. So when it comes to the visa that you got to move abroad, this was a student visa and more educational visa?
Correct.
Okay. What was and you started talking about that process, but could you explain a little bit more about what that process looks like, just for the people that are curious about, okay, so I'm interested. It seems like educational visas might be the best
So
route.
weird. She is really acting weird.
Were there other routes that you were considering? Tell us about your visa process.
Yes. So I made sure. So one of the reasons Sweden was also high on the list is because they have the student visa that allows you to bring your family with.
The interviewer, the young one, she's acting a little bit more. I've watched videos. I've been kind of watching her videos for a month or two. This is more animated and theatrical, would be my word. And this is getting boring. Yeah. Unless you want to watch it, Virgo, are you awake? Virgo be tired.
Probably getting the recipe ready somewhere, writing shit down.
No, shit. You know what? She's had a hard week.
Yeah, it sounded.
And I don't know. It's probably time for me to shut this down unless we can find something interesting.
I don't know what's going on there.
Virgo is cooking? Virgo, are you cooking? Virgo is asleep. She's muted because oh no, let's see what we got here. That's supposed to be the pretty girl in Russia, and that is a stretch. Oh my lord! Look at her.
Beers and cheers.
Yeah, that's I've actually that's one of 12 man's hangouts.
What is that? Beers and cheers.
Yeah. He's been on there. He actually invited me over once. Not my cup of tea, but
Yeah, I've seen a few people in the chat sometimes that I know are from like what's his name? It's like 2 or 3 of them. John Galt went on their channel one time. He just popped up there for like 3 minutes. He was actually their first caller they ever took. It was John fucking Galt.
well,
man.
John Galt likes going
John Ward.
out and
John Ward's channel.
yeah, John Galt is quite the personality. I don't like going on other people's channels. Mm,
I don't know,
let's see,
after I
that
started
was
watching this one and I watched CT a few times. I liked it, and then like I just didn't like it. I ended up just getting pissed off. I went up there one day and just cursed everybody out.
You know, it's so funny. I first time I ever went on CT, because he said something and
I'm not laughing.
I just wanted to debate it. I thought he was so wrong. And the first thing he said, because I stood toe to toe those, and he was like, "Hey, you know what? You're okay for a liberal."
He's a good troll.
And that was probably a year before, he kind of knows who I am now. I have no clue who the fuck is. Do you know who Zachary Hubbard is?
Isn't that the guy that created Scientology?
No, that's L. Ron Hubbard.
L. Ron Hubbard.
So this is where everybody is. All our folks are over there.
That's the gematria? Yo, I wanted to ask Shenard that. Was he a gematria guy?
What? Okay, tell me what that is, because I've seen it.
Man, these guys think like they can predict the future through these numbers, man. And they start spouting numbers like some.
So they're like augurs.
What is an augur exactly?
Back in Roman times, an augur would like split a chicken open and read the entrails. You'd read tea leaves. Yeah. It's kind of like a person who can predict the future by guts. Yeah, there are plenty of people over there that I want to fuck with, but
I think Shenard's one of them. He's one of those guys that do that. That's why he's always coming up here trying to talk about stocks. Ask him about that next time and see the type of crazy shit they talk. But that's the problem.
I'm not remotely. He comes everywhere. He'll go to Be Braves and want to talk about whatever spy he's. I don't give a fuck. If I need financial advice and I need him, I'll make sure. But I don't know, like this gematria shit. I'm gonna be honest. These motherfuckers are weird.
I learned everything.
You don't find enough nature of their skin complexion.
What I'm saying is, doesn't it kind of prove your point that?
So, Jay Prince, another weird motherfucker.
Oh, they got man, that guy Imperius is off the fucking hook, bro.
Oh, I know Imperius quite well. I've run into him plenty of times.
I've known him for years.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, under a different name. It's funny to hear him pop up. This is how, like, I always wonder where he went. He used to do live streams. He used to be a live streamer, like when the George Floyd riots happened. Yeah. Actually, I used to watch all those live stream channels when all that crazy shit happened. He was the one of those channels that was covering Rittenhouse. There was a bunch of live streamers there, and they would like this. They would bring up a bunch of different videos from the event that's going on live right now, different angles, and that was him. He used to do shit like that. Yeah. He was always a racist, though.
Well, what happened to him?
he was always a racist.
Oddly enough, oddly enough, he and I, like when we get to talking, we'll talk law and politics. But I've heard him otherwise. He is problematic.
He's not a dumb guy.
But
He is.
the funny thing is most of these motherfuckers are problematic. I'm looking at this panel now. I don't know art. I don't know Idle World. 111 Theory. I don't know two of them. The other four are kind of just like cringe.
Dude, 111
And
Theory is
for
like
various reasons.
he's like a cardboard cutout of the
Well,
other.
his voice, he's living with his mother, and his voice, he's just kind of, real high pitched voice.
Yeah.
So, he needs to be taking like elocution lessons to figure out how to deepen his voice. The other thing that's really weird, these motherfuckers, he's one of those Asians. He's trying to learn how to be white. And apparently, he's come over to CT to learn how to be white. No pun intended. This group of people is weird. I'm
Sometimes it's entertaining, but it's like after a while you just shut it off.
Well, I don't know. I actually like John Galt. I actually like the team here, especially Portia. But usually what I'll do is take a weekend off or something, and I'm good to go by Monday. But these folks are just. I don't know what I'm going to do. Dude, I have had people who have like, thank God you have a channel, Stanley. We'll subscribe. We'll listen to the show on your channel. I've literally had people go, John Galt is like the limit. And it's neither here nor there, but these guys actually think that they have a point, and it's not even me guessing. They fucking simply don't. I think what's going to happen is, they fuss at me for saying I don't give a fuck. And I keep telling them it's because I don't have to. When I have to, I will give a fuck. But, this man test, like, oh, I live in the hood, who gives a fuck? That's your choice. And I will figure out how to basically shut a lot of things down. These guys are really problematic. They think Be Brave thinks that black people are bringing down the country, and I'm saying that 70%. Let's see who the people who voted, black people who voted for Trump. That's your problem. In a nutshell. So I don't know, John. We are down to 8 people. I'm getting tired. I think everything has run its course. I was hoping Shenard, he's gone. Damn. I'll have to deal with him later. So, all right. I think this has run its course. So, everybody in the chats, make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Subscribe to the John Gall Urban Landlord channel. Please subscribe to the Stanley Cross channel, Stanley Cross 6000. Especially hit the like, and especially tomorrow. Well, today is Friday. Hit up, support this show, especially in light of the challenge that's coming up on Saturday. It'll help to have a victory beer or two afterwards. I honestly think you heard my point that John, it's hard to win an argument with an intelligent person. It is damn near impossible to win an argument with a stupid person. And Be Brave is going to be my Waterloo because, he's got things programmed in his head. And I know what he's going to do. He's going to pull that shit like one of us is fools.
Yeah, I don't. When is that? Is that tomorrow?
Saturday.
Oh, Saturday. Okay.
If it happens at all, I'm not that enthused, to be honest.
It's funny. It's like 1:00 because you guys are so old.
HB tries.
I know it's
to
not
be
you. You.
No. It's HB.
Oh, okay.
He thinks it's funny. He's supposed to be the moderator. So
It's gonna be an event. I'm gonna watch it.
Oh well, definitely do. I would welcome you. And
I don't like Brave though. So yeah.
Brave's a good guy. He's just
I just don't like his opinions.
Oh my God, his idea of race.
Yeah.
No, dude is.
I think he's overblown.
Abhorrent is the word I'm trying to find. The dude, it's like you have to intentionally. I don't want to say that, but goddamn, you can't be that stupid without work. You actually have to work that hard. And you'd be surprised. Black conservatives think that way. Some of them just have better sense than to do it much outside the classroom. So anyway, folks, hit the like button, subscribe, share. Probably will not be doing the show tonight. Probably what I'm going to do is just move it towards tomorrow morning because I wasn't tired, but I've kind of worked myself into tiredness. And King Shenard, maybe see you later on in the morning. Jewel, absolutely, your man is the luckiest man. You're cool. Wolf, I'm not sure how to help you. Reboot your phone, reinstall StreamYard. No idea how to help. Would love to get you back up here, though. You haven't been up in a while. And I don't think there's anything much else to say. Any last words, John?
No, thanks for having me up, guys. Everybody
It was, you know what? It was a pleasure. I enjoyed hanging out.
It's always fun coming up with you. Even our times.
Oh, we're gonna argue again. It's inevitable.
Of course.
just not this time. Ms. Virgo. Hello.
She's out.
That old. Now I'm gonna say it right now. Maybe she'll hear it. Maybe she won't. That old lady is asleep. Take a nap, old lady. Yep, she's out. All right, folks. Enjoyed it. The storm is over. I will not be doing a show at 3. Probably push it off because I want to do another one because I have news articles. Maybe around 7, 8 in the morning, I'll send out some notice or something. So, salute, folks. Salute, Shenard. Salute, Virgo.
Feel like I should, feel like I should, feel like I should, feel like I should go. Go. Feel like I should go. Feel like I should, feel like I should, feel like I should, feel like I should go. Feel like I should go. Feel like I should, feel like I should, feel like I should, feel like I should. like I should float.